And we live, baby, yeah. Okay, welcome back to Eberron's Space Race. We are on campaign day 135. Today's date is 23 Dravago 108 YK. Let's get into recap, shall we? A little bit of things went down last session.
A couple things.
Mm-hmm.
Mainly the tournament.
Yeah. We spent some time introspecting before and prepping before our fight. We witnessed a battle between Thora's crew and the Star Mages, and some of us made out like bandits with the betting.
That's right, I did.
Yep, the Valerian. His little money bag got a little bit less little.
My 100 gold compared to Rick and Toad's both 1,000 winnings.
Mm-hmm. It's really just chump change for both of us, to be honest.
Yeah,
True.
seems like that.
True.
Yeah, y'all got some wealth aboard the. Your net wealth aboard the Dragonhawk is pretty reasonable, so y'all got a decent amount.
One might wonder if what we did was ethical by teaching the Thora's mage how to counterspell. Should we stack that in her favor?
Hey, look, there's no rules against teaching a team that you've already fought and therefore would not face the consequences of teaching them new stuff. It's fine.
I mean, other people had items in the tournament, so
It's true.
Atlas had that one-use consumable that helped him break a save or maintain, it helped him roll advantage on saving throws. So there are things.
Well, then we got to fight. That was a good fight.
I'll talk about saving throws. We found out that there's a whole new twist on the arena, that the audience is now going to be inputting some bane or boon for the fighters, depending on how they've been swayed by the performers out there. And apparently they don't like Altaik. Apparently they just want to see him fall. Burn and fall. To the point where he dropped concentration on haste later, and just for future reference and for my own self, I forgot that I had Warcaster. I should remember. In addition to that, I now have that favorited. I have that pinned to the wall. Note.
Yeah.
Note to self.
No, that does not drop concentration easily. But yeah, we were up against some of their but man, what they were facing must have been terrifying. A blurred, awakened Stormlord avatar on top of a hasted polar bear with a holy weapon, blinding just arcs of Tesla coil electric energy just coursing through them.
It was really cool. Whenever Valerian used the awakened version of the greatsword, and was also for I think one of the first times using the mounted combatant without Phantom.
Yeah.
And it worked out perfectly.
A surprisingly strong combo.
Yeah. I think honestly it was really good because I think the holy weapon was insane for the good amount of just damage I think Valerian could put out, but then also with the range that he had from the awakened state of the greatsword, and then also Altaic hasting the polar bear of Toad. It was very it was a great strategic win, I think, for the team.
Yeah, y'all definitely learned some pretty solid strategies and learned some things about yourselves in these arena fights in a relatively controlled environment where those lessons will likely carry on into further conflicts where lives are actually on the line. So
Nah,
we're not gonna have that.
not at all. Definitely not.
We are exploration only.
Only exploration. Only exploration. Trying to think. Yep. So you won the tournament. You got your rewards.
yay!
Reward.
We never decided what Dragon Slayer weapon I think we were making.
Yeah. So we'll have to discuss that before you leave Dravago. You can, that'll be a quick conversation that we can have after our recap. I think we ended there, right? We ended in the arena. I'm missing.
Yeah, right after I think shortly after the fight.
Yep.
We also leveled up.
Yep, you leveled up. So that's a big one. A lot of new developments. Really interesting.
Yeah.
Really interesting capabilities that y'all will have in the future. And yeah, you earn the honor and respect of the Aventon folks here on Dravago. You've resolved the theft case with the Bane of Beasts, who is really not looking forward to getting fireballed when he goes back to performing in the arena all the time.
Yeah.
It's his minor penance. And you formed some bonds with some of the leadership here. You made some friends, made some tentative people that might have gotten on your nerves, but ultimately we resolved the Dravago expedition on a positive note. For once, there's no genocide, there's no large scale war being kicked off. There's some hints about what Karnath might be doing out here.
Yeah.
Kind of intriguing on the sovereignty of the Aventons here. Or not. Could be some sort of collusion, but you haven't found any evidence of that. So yeah, I think we're wrapping this up with a nice little bow on it. So, everybody go ahead and take your inspiration as we start this session.
Yes.
Ooh.
And let's let me throw it out there. I think we're all ready to move on. But if anyone wants to tie up any loose ends or talk to anybody, now would be the time to declare that, so we can handle that before. It's going into the evening times, but you have some time tonight. The expectation was you would be leaving in the morning, but if you want to do something else, obviously, this is your campaign, your players. You guys can do what you want.
I'm in full accordance with that.
I think only, not even Valerian. I think Signy. The only thing that, really small thing that she would do was, the kid and his sister that helped her.
Mm-hmm.
She would go put a good word in for them with Bob's grandma and people around there.
Okay.
To house them and feed them, and then she would slip them another 10 gold.
Okay. All right. So you've set up Leo and his sister with a caring individual who's now back on their feet, and her gratefulness to you and your group overflows with how much she feels like the debt she has towards you and yours. So she will absolutely take in these two younglings who she is in agreement should not be. And the gold that Signy provides is absolutely going to be used towards these children, and it should set them up for the long term. She's as Signy leaves, Grandma Brenda talks about getting these young kids back in the school system, back in education, because the knowledge is the key to success. So Signy leaves with with the satisfaction of accomplishing that good deed. Okay. What else?
Do we want to consider what kind of relationship we want to have with the people of Travago? Like we have with other moons, or?
Well, we just came out of their tournament as victors. I don't know, what kind of representation they might like to have for the, greater cyberspace, but we could be their champions.
You are, in a sense, considered that, right? By winning this Tournament of Honor, typically, you are typically at the event and folks, the ones who win the Tournament of Honor lead the next large-scale expedition. However, the next large-scale expedition is not occurring for a few more months. And as such, they would welcome you back to lead that expedition. But outside of that, should you be able to connect them with their people, I think you would earn a degree of trust in this primarily martial group of people on this planet that would absolutely answer a becking call. You've also got the arcane side of the Archmage's disciples with Callum and his folks, who seem to understand a decent grasp of higher level magic. Certainly, a tier or two higher than the spells that you are currently able to cast. So no formal agreement has been etched into place with these folks like the others, but if you'd like to do something like that, you can absolutely enter into some sort of negotiation with Captain Cyrus and his people. But understand that their primary motivations are still to rejoin with the rest of their countrymen, if you will. Most of them would like to rejoin. But there are, there's a decent amount of the population here that would prefer to stay on Travago.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh man,
That was all three of us at the same time.
Toad.
I think Toad will just propose to the group that if we don't, what we have done in the past is created these relationships with people of moons and come up with treaties almost between our peoples that are mutually beneficial. We don't have to do that with these people. But I think Toad will propose that we at least tell them about the other people who've come from Eberron that we have had encounters with, like the Carnathian people who've been on their planet without telling them that they've been here, and to maybe watch out for them and be wary of them coming here.
Okay. Yeah, that makes perfect sense. Captain Cyrus will trust your judgment on the honor of the Braylish. Chief Roheen and Captain Cyrus are curious about you speak of two groups of nations out in the stars. What of this other group? Are they ones to be trusted? Are they ones to entreat with?
Anyone else can weigh in here too, I think, as a group decision, what we feel comfortable telling these people.
I think we do tell them what we know. I mean, just as I think Valerian is of the mind that it's if they're about honor, this moon, and it seems like they're easily swayed because these people are very dishonorable. And I think Valerian might suggest telling them about the Graylish sneaking on the ship as an example, and then about Karnath, how they're hiding things in a mine, trying to do.
They're necromancers.
Necromancers.
Okay.
Yeah, I think Toad will also include like very specifically, information about like Glaive and Locket, who were essentially like refugees now aboard their ship from Brayland, as well as like both nations' mistreatment of Warforged.
Yeah. Your stories about Glaive and Locket and your dealings with Brayland certainly sway their minds on not entreating with them, or if doing so, not granting them an inch more than the bare necessities that they would need under the basic rules of hospitality. Karnath has Roheen interested based on, I'm assuming you described these nations, and Karnath, while they're necromantic, he also is interested in what kind of martial prowess they have, because it seems like that's what they might be. But he will heavily take into consideration what you have told them to. So yes, as a result of this conversation, you've quintessentially locked out Brayland from establishing a foothold here. It's unlikely that Karnath will enter into some sort of large-scale agreement with the Dravagians. And also, Captain Cyrus indicates that should more of your people wish to come and settle in Dravago, there is plenty of space for honorable folks such as you. Understanding that... Go ahead.
Don't they have like a homeless population?
Yeah, of children as well.
Do you bring that up?
Yeah, I think Toad would. Yeah, I think Toad would be like, that's a nice offer, but like take care of your people first.
Yeah, a little issue here.
Give me a either intimidation or persuasion. This feels like a glove slap moment, and I love it.
I don't think Toad is trying to be intimidating. I think Toad's just saying a thing that seems like matter of fact to them.
Mm-hmm. I like that.
Blind or public?
Public is fine. It's more about the results. This lands well, but it's more about as it came out of my mouth.
Yeah, whatever, Warforged. Yeah, whatever.
Now I'll give you. What's your passive is 9. Actually, let me put it this way. Let's roll this with advantage, because I wanted to give you some sort of benefit here. So go ahead and roll this with advantage.
Okay.
Because that was stinging words that you threw at Captain Cyrus.
I mean, they could just take it the wrong way in that case.
No, that's acceptable.
Oh my.
Hey, we almost hit double digits.
All right, your words cut deep. However, it is highlighting an issue that we do need to face, and I hope that the next time we see each other, I can stand before you and yours and proclaim that that is no longer an issue amongst our people.
If you need assistance with growing food, I understand your climate here is very cold, and perhaps I could help you install or give you plans for greenhouses, like warm tents for growing food, and I can help enrich the soil a little. Anything if that is a concern, just know that I do offer my help. I also want to send a historian here to talk to your people and learn your histories.
That would be welcome. We have focused too long, and Roheen's face kind of sours as Captain Cyrus speaks on this. as much as a focus as martial prowess is important to us, I think I've been listening to my middle brother for too long and too absolutely. There needs to be balance in our family. And I should involve Star Mage Telam in these further ventures. So I humbly ask that you speak with him and share with him these plans that you speak of before you depart. And I will give him the backing that he has so long asked for to fix these programs that have gone aside from public view. However, the champions of the tournament speak on good matters, and that will give him the backing that he did not have before today.
Cool. Says Toad. Cool.
Yeah, I agree. Cool.
Before I offer this, out of turn, I wonder if any of the Benton people are interested in joining us, on our adventures, on our travels.
That is the question, isn't it?
We know that several of them can handle themselves. Be handy.
And who has anyone indicated to you that they would wish to depart on your ship? I would welcome this exchange of peoples. There's not any of yours that would wish to stay behind, I fear. However, if there is some that you know of that would have expressed interest in joining, I am not made aware of it.
Is Thora nearby anywhere?
You asked that out loud?
No, I think Toad looks around for Thora.
Okay. Thora is not nearby. I'm assuming that this conversation is occurring.
That's right, she's in jail.
Yeah, she's in jail. So I'm going to say that this is your meeting at a neutral grounds, probably somewhere in the city. Probably where the Captain Cyrus and kind of where the leadership sits, if you will. That isn't the arena. But do you bring up Thora?
I think Toad looks at Altaic, and
It's not a bad idea.
because we kind of got that vibe.
It's just like, there have been, there's been some interest, put forth, mentioned to the crew of the Dragonhawk, and that's been communicated to us. There's and we're okay with someone we're okay with other guests, perhaps Thora joining us aboard. If I recall, Thora was more interested in just leaving Frost Hallfield and maybe being in one of the other settlements, but was open to joining us. Is that correct? Am I recalling that?
You are. Yeah, your character would recall that correctly. Yeah. Yeah. She wanted to leave Frost Hallfield. She would settle for the other settlements here on Dravago, but she would like to leave. I don't think she has any true ties to these people, and she does have a sense of wanderlust that you're getting out of this.
And we're speaking with Rohim right now.
You're speaking with Chief Rohim and Captain Cyrus, and then Chalam is nearby and was going to link up with Toad to talk about the blueprint plans later. So they're all relatively close to each other.
So,
I'm not getting Rohim and Cyrus confused, right? Rohim and Thora were the ones that kind of had a thing,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay.
Cyrus had a thing with Plutona, the announcer.
Everyone's got a thing this morning.
Yeah.
Crazy.
I guess that's how it works in real life, though, I think
Small
about
towns, you know.
All right. Well, it's about to get real personal very quickly. So it's like, yes, there's been some interest mentioned to us, and we'd like to offer these opportunities as best we can. One individual mentioned, having this feeling of wanderlust was one of the competitors that we had met and perhaps spoken with in the arena. Thora, Thora of, I forgot what was her team named the Misfits?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I was like, Thora the Misfits.
They didn't have a team name, and that was the name that stuck, and they just rolled with it.
Gotcha.
Okay. Okay, you can make more points if you want to.
Yeah, I think Take wants to couch this in like I think with someone of her skill set, this would be a rare and unique opportunity. Travel and an experience, some experience adventure outside of the wonders of Aventon.
Okay.
He wants to make it.
Yeah.
It's not personal.
Yeah.
It's not you. It's her.
It's not you. It's her. Yeah. Raheen's gonna be salty, and it's clear apparent on his face. However, you're making the pitch to Captain Cyrus, right? So, I would like you to make a persuasion check with advantage due to Toad helping you in this scenario.
Thank you. Yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. All right. Captain Cyrus looks at Raheen and he says, "Brother, I fear that your infatuation with that girl may be one-sided.
Aw.
There is a power disparity in your relationship as her holder that would make me fear that you may take advantage in a dishonorable fashion. Not in any way that would question your ethics. However, her spending months with only you feels like I would never be able to permit anything more between the two of you in the future. There are many women who pine for your attention, Chief. And I think you need to let the one that would be impolite to pursue go." Raheen turns and begins to make an argument, but Captain Cyrus kind of silences him with a hand gesture. "You have been a strong chief and protected our people. But you know I disagreed with you on this decision in the first place. She does not need to serve her term here. And she does not need to serve it under you. She will be risking our life, representing the ethos of our people amongst the stars, and should they come into contact with the Aventon people, her, and potentially, if I can speak with our third brother, one other, would be excellent points of contact to direct them to where we want them so desperately to find us. It would be good for those who are faithful to the people to journey with them. So at the bare minimum, contact can be made with further of our peoples." Raheen, kind of has this twisted expression on his face, like he wants to argue more. But Captain Cyrus has put his foot down, and he is the captain for a reason. And if nothing else, Roheen respects authority when it's due. And so he bows his head and says, "Yes, my captain." "Very well." And Captain Cyrus turns back to you and said, "I would be remiss in not speaking with my brother for this opportunity for one of his own to travel with you. Should you permit, if I grant you leave to bring Thora with you, would you grant one more to join alongside her, should they wish to participate in joining your venture?"
Who else would you suggest joins us?
"I suspect it would be one of Chalum's disciples, be it Lyra or Mizar."
Nerds.
I think it's about a good opportunity to exchange information amongst our people. Would it be okay with you if we send someone from our people here, a researcher, or perhaps
Absolutely.
another druid?
Absolutely. I've understood that you've done some perusing in the libraries, learning about our druid societies that have fallen to the wayside. Should those inclined wish to join our society and be one with nature here on Dravago, we would welcome them with open arms. And Shalom wouldn't attempt to spar with me out of hand if I did not permit a researcher or two to join in his studies in down in Bright West. So yes, this is easily permittable, be it from the ship that you currently have here or another ship that comes at a later date. They would be welcome, yes. And they would be welcome as one of our own and treated fairly.
I think that's
Great.
more than fair.
Cultural exchange.
Cultural exchange. Scientific exchange. Okay. Alright, so that deal is struck. You'll take Thora, and we'll say, do you want Mizar or Lyra?
Well, we already have like a name pretty close to Lyra on our ship, so
True.
Yeah.
Okay. Mizar then. Alright. Let me...
Thora again. And Nazar, I guess.
Yeah. Well,
We picked up 2 more strays. Our boat's getting so full.
Yeah.
you have
But
this.
we did
I don't
leave-
know where these people are going to sleep.
It's more of like a little, like, it's an exchange, right? So it's not going to be just
Yep.
addition.
Okay. Oh god, they're connected. Alright, so I threw them on your boat. We'll get to them at a later date. Thora can both pull their weight in different ways. Let's just put it that way. You've seen both of them fight. They both have some abilities that could be helpful in any scenario. And then, are you asking anyone on your ship if they're departing? Or are you going to push that to Aundair?
Toad would specifically request like a druidic presence, I think, come to Dravago to help them like grow food in like an kind of inhospitable climate.
Mm-hmm.
And also a researcher from the library. I don't know if those people that we have on board that could just stay, but if not, Toad will request that for the next ship that comes out here.
Yeah, I think in looking at the cast here, looking at who's on board, I think you've garnered a good amount of loyalty from your folks, and I don't think... You know what? Let's do a loyalty roll here.
Ooh.
I think this calls for this. So, Captain, let's have the captain roll this.
Oh, Captain, my Captain.
So let me double check Dragonhawk's ship sheet right now. Where is it? I had it somewhere. I think I've lost it. What's your ship loyalty? I think your ship loyalty is down to 9, I think. So it's a pretty low chance. Yeah. So basically, if you actually no, it's higher. So we're gonna just call this a 10. So it's almost like divine intervention, but the opposite, right? So Val, you're gonna roll a D100, and on a 10 or lower, you're going to lose some amount of crew here in Javar. But anything
Lose
above,
them as in they stay.
as in they stay. Yeah. Okay. Your crew loyalty is strong. They're going to stick around. They're not deciding to leave here.
Will you tell me again what our loyalty is currently at, just for my notes?
Yeah, I believe it is at 10. So in this scenario, I rolled the opposite, but typically the loyalty goes higher, and the higher your loyalty is, like if you're asking your crew to do suicidal things, like they need to roll, like if your score is a 10, you need to roll between a 1 and a 10 to get all of your crew to agree to do that suicidal thing. But I actually can't find my Dragonhawk ship sheet unless I just used the Foundry one now. Let me double check. I feel like, yeah, loyalty score 19. It is on the Dragonhawk ship sheet. If you go to effects, loyalty score 19 right there.
Okay, so we're currently at 19.
You're currently at 19. So if you asked your if you asked your crew to go to like off the edge of the world, you'd have to roll a 19 or lower on a D100.
Okay, cool.
Mm-hmm. That's how loyalty works. And that hasn't been touched in a while, so it might need to be updated. I might tweak that a little bit.
Yeah, the last one I had was from like our 31st session, so like forever ago.
So, yeah, forever ago. So
we're at 20 out of 100, and I was like, I think we lost some loyalty.
You did lose some loyalty at some point, so actually, let's do this. I like this because you offered your crew the chance to leave in an appropriate and setting them up in a decent manner. I'm gonna allow. Let's do first mate. We'll get to roll how much the loyalty score goes up by.
Nice.
Let's do a. What's your party blood thing? So is it still a D6? It is, right?
D6 right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, Rick, I'd like you to roll me a D6. The loyalty score will go up by that D6.
Here comes a 1. A 2.
Okay. I'll adjust
good.
this. I'll adjust this in
That's
here. Loyalty score 21. So we'll save that.
Mr. DM, I have a suggestion. Can we do like because I haven't had very many. I have had no desire to have like downtime activities. Can Rick's downtime activity be something that would increase the loyalty score of the crew?
I love that idea.
This book club thing. If loyalty is going to be a resource we should be using, maybe there's like something I could do to be like farming it, quote unquote.
We can abstract out.
Even if it's just like 1 extra D6 per downtime we have.
I am fully in support of that. I think we'll have it be like a first mate check, and that first mate check it'll just be a 1 first mate check, and depending on the success of that, I'll let you like roll 1 D6 or 2 D6 or 3 D6 depending on how well you do. Make sense?
Gotcha.
So we can abstract that for you. That works. And I'll allow you to do that every like long trek, every full rest. I'll allow that. Every long stretch of downtime. That's perfectly fine.
Gotcha.
So just remind me whenever we get to that point. But that's pretty simple for both of us to remember. So, okay. All right. So you have Thor Howlett and you have Mizar on the ship. Mizar is he's an intelligence-based spellcaster. I think it makes more sense that Mizar is an artificer that can assist your ship hand. I was trying to think about more specific skills that he can use on the boat. So I'll make a note to play around with that. Once he learns how to actually work on a ship, he may be able to assist Arnos in repairing the ship in a combat situation. Thora is a straight up rogue.
Don't have any of those.
You don't have any of those. What's going on right now? Why can't I click on? Oh, because I'm on the ruler trying to open up her character sheet. So she was already a built up character sheet, because this was the one that Sasha was potentially going to play. So I'll take, if you ever felt like swapping out Sir Anlo for Thora, you certainly could. It'd be a pretty easy swap.
Oh yes.
Get rid of the fuck off, Sir On.
Get out of here, sir.
Yeah, Thora is a level 7 rogue on a character sheet. So I'll make a note. Yeah. So she was, I mean, that was the character Sasha was going to be potentially playing. So
Gotcha.
I'll make a note to change that later. But yeah, okay. So those two are on your crew now, as new potential members, and understanding that you're going to send a druid and a researcher. You're going to send a message back to Aundair whenever they come out, whenever they can get some folks out here. And Toad, Professor Auric would absolutely love that message coming in. She would be jumping at the bits to send another research team to somewhere for a longer period of time. So
yeah, I think Toad's thinking about it of like there's like an ancient Spelljammer like on this planet, and that's like untapped research for us.
Yeah.
That could
help.
You
You might get more than just the natural studies department from White University out here. Absolutely.
Yeah. I think Toad's just like, by the way, there's just like a ship in the ground if anyone wants to come out and look at it.
Yeah.
I think they'd let us.
No big deal. NBD.
Yeah.
Apparently there's another one
ancient.
too somewhere, so.
Yeah, there might be like a hidden society somewhere on this moon.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Yep.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye. Okay. All right. Anything else on the planet? Ooh, what kind of sword? What kind of Dragon Slayer weapon? Let's sort that out now.
Cool sword with the flames on it, and the hilt as a mouth of a dragon. That one.
Is that sharks with freaking laser beams attached to their heads?
Laser beams.
How about a scimitar? If we want to make it, a little
Oh,
spicy.
okay.
Okay.
Like that.
It could just be a long sword, but it's a scimitar. We all know what it really is.
You can either have it be a regular scimitar, or Eberron has a special scimitar called a double-bladed scimitar. That canonically is only wielded by elves, and I think it makes sense that these folks understand how to make that.
Okay.
Sounds sick.
Sounds nasty.
Yeah, it is something on D&D Beyond, a double-bladed scimitar. The big thing about the double-bladed scimitar is if you use it with two hands, you attack once and you roll 2d4, but as a bonus action, you can attack a second time for 1d4. So, and you don't need a light weapon, so it's technically 3d4 in a turn.
That's awesome, actually.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So, something useful there. Don't have to, but just throwing it out there might be something.
Yeah, I think the double scimitar I think it's a cool idea.
Yeah, it looks cool as hell.
Yeah.
Get it on there. I'll write it down.
Okay. Yep. So,
yeah.
So it's got the Dragon Slayer double-bladed scimitar. Man, that's a mouthful, and I love it. Okay. And then Altaic has the Voyager staff. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I thought we were keeping that in the bag of holding, but I guess we can give it to Altaic.
Yeah,
we did decide to give it to Altaic, didn't we?
Mm-hmm.
I think we were at the end. We were deciding if we like what we do with it necessarily. So, but I think giving it to Altaic does make sense.
He's a nerd. He's a
nerd.
Yeah.
I was getting so far ahead of myself,
as we all know.
Yep.
We all got cool swords and cool melee weapons, so I'll take and get one too, I guess. Not just the tentacles that he has.
Oh, it's already on my character sheet. I'm just gonna change the name. Oh, edit.
What's going on?
I'm just trying to think of the best way to add the double-bladed scimitar to my
Yeah.
inventory.
Can you not drop it from the compendium? If not, I can.
There's not like a Dragon Slayer one, is there?
There should be. Hold on.
Is it in D&D Beyond items?
Hold on. Let me look real quick.
There's.
I don't see one. Yeah, but I would allow it. I'll make one. Let me make a note.
Okay, I just changed the Dragon Slayer in my
Okay,
bag of holding to that for now.
Gotcha.
As a placeholder.
that's
so.
fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll make one. I didn't realize that there wouldn't be a double-bladed scimitar in there, but that makes
Yeah.
sense.
No worries.
Okay. Cool. Alrighty. What else would you like to handle? Anything left to handle as the evening creeps down before you depart Travago in the morn?
I think I'm all set.
Yeah.
Unless we want to make, a visit to our Yeti friend out there, but otherwise.
Traumatize him some more? I'm good.
Yeah, maybe we tell Rohit to. I'll tell Rohit to make sure his house is okay. His secret cabin in the woods.
You mean
Well, you know,
Captain
he doesn't even know.
Cyrus?
Oh, Cyrus is. Oh my
He
god.
doesn't need to know that we went out there. Come on. Don't snitch, bro.
Yeah, bro. You had a pretty nice crib.
Valerian does like he goes there with the intent, but then like Rick maybe talks him down, and then he just says like, "Are like trolls bad? Like big trolls, big ogres? They're bad, right? Or good?" And I think he'll kind of just leave it there. No, get whatever they get to Cyrus.
Oh,
I
okay,
think he'll
gotcha.
just like say that, and then like kind of chat with Cyrus for a minute about like whatever is out there, and then chicken out of snitching.
Okay. Yeah. We'll see. I mean, yeah. Captain Cyrus isn't sure what to make of that conversation, so.
Yeah.
You're trying to incept him the idea of his cabin, I guess.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's literally Inception right there.
Yeah.
You should go look at your cabin.
Toad will spend some time with Chalum just to teach him about like building a greenhouse and
Yes.
like proper cultivation of plant life. And then I think we'll also donate their 1,000 gold winnings to Chalum and just say
Ooh.
this is to like pay for labor
That's
and
huge.
whatever else you need.
That's
Oh.
huge. Okay. Yeah, I love that. You are spreading goodwill for the Dragonhawk initiative in a way that best befits Toad. And Val, you did that via Signy. I think you all did that in this venture. So I would like everybody to take initiative again, or inspiration again, because
Roll for initiative, gotcha.
Who are we fighting?
Yeah, I think that's the kind of shit that I want to see. So, yes, playing to the goodwill and following the mission goals here to spread the goodwill and establish better ties. Yeah, so take your inspirations.
Thank you.
Of course. Anything else?
Do we end up calling Toad's awakened shrub again?
Captain Gus Bertel.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. It looks like he's holding a letter in your room.
He is. It's a love letter to Gus, actually. They're in a sordid affair.
Oh no.
Oh, so I'm the fucking captain now. Hell yeah.
Yeah, Toad introduces Gus to Gus Bertel and is like, "This is they call him Little Captain. Little Captain.
Little
Gus
Captain Gus
Bertel."
Bertel. Yeah.
Look at me. Look at me. Look at me. I'm the captain now. You understand that? What the fuck?
What the fuck?
He's He's been number one. Okay, Gus. So anything comes out of his mouth, it's like it came out of mine.
Yeah. So you better do what I say.
Wow.
Oh my god. Oh no.
Toad, please tell me that is not the case. Please tell me that is not an official order.
No, of course not. I'm not crazy.
What'd you say? You talking about me over there?
Toad uses druidcraft to make flowers bloom on Gus Bertel.
Oh, I look fucking cute now.
Oh my god.
Coop, you seeing this shit? You gotta get on this.
I think when Toad is not around Gus Bertel at some point, we'll say to Rick, I didn't think it was gonna talk.
Are you regretting what's happening right now?
Bugs and Cooper are so quiet, but Gus Bertel is so loud.
Captain, I think we need to have a serious conversation about the menagerie of intelligent life growing in Toad's room.
Okay, Mr. Grenades.
Blair's just gonna slowly close his door.
Cap, wait, please.
Yeah, locked.
Damn. Turns around to see Altaic, like, in the room, like, smiling.
It is bad.
See, it's not just me, Gus.
Oh my.
Okay. Last call for Dravago. This train is rolling out.
Choo choo.
I got nothing.
My bad again.
Okay. Alrighty. So, the crew loads up fresh food and supplies from the Dravago people. You double check all of the crew is aboard. Chief Gus confirms. Your new crew are fitted down with bedding by the quartermaster, Master Blip. Savina makes sure to document them in her blog / crew log, where she adds them to the to gossip about later section. The security team ensures that all weapons are properly maintained and fit for use as another voyage to the stars occurs. Krath ensures that the medical station is ready to handle any new patients coming in. Armos indicates that the ship is good to fly. No major issues. Lila reports that the Chewingas are in manageable enough order. There's some discussions about new rounds of negotiations. That Val you can choose to shrug off again or engage with. Jules and Rowan ensure that all of the minor enchanted items aboard the ship for cleaning and logisticals are squared away. And Oak Blossom is ready to get back to somewhere with some sun, and out of this cold. All right. So with that, you maneuver the ship into the higher atmosphere. And Val, as you link with Oak Blossom and your minds connect in the Fey Pact between the two of you, you rocket out of the atmosphere of Dravago back into cyberspace proper.
Wee.
As you head to the cyberspace buoy, just outside of Dravago, as you are required to do per Aundarian protocols. Toad, you draft up the message about the request, correct?
Yes.
Okay. Are there any other messages being sent back home? Besides the stereotypical status update of what went down, for folks to action on things of that nature. Any other messages that you're sending back to Zorantir to be ferried out to where it needs to go?
I think Valerian maybe sends back what they found about Karnath. Of course, just in the recap, but I think he just kind of cautions a bit whenever he is maybe kind of talking about it or writing it down for someone else to give it. I don't know how the actual relays work if one person has to give it, but he is going to talk about, like, he thinks that Karnath is probably a little further than anyone is thinking about or kind of knows. If there was evidence that they were here, and just to be on any, I don't know. I think he just gives that caution that they might be a little bit further than we might know.
If I recall correctly, there was a recording that you took of the dig site.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Do you send a copy of that recording back as well?
I think we should, yeah.
Yeah.
There is a message for you from one Kayla D. Jarasco. It is a...
Interesting.
It is a recording crystal broadcast, not just a standard message. But it is messaged to authorized officers of the Dragonhawk, for officers' eyes only.
Oh, all right, officer party.
Into the officer chamber, aka where the hell is.
I'll take, just saunters in.
Officer in training.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you insert the crystal into your recording crystal projector, a middle-aged halfling comes into fruition. Rick, you would recognize this individual as a Dragon Mark member of House Jarasco, who is prevalent in Aundair. She is the second in command of House Jarasco in Aundair proper. So this is a big name in your circles. All right.
Would anybody else have background on that?
That's a great question.
How well known are they to just general, Eberronian, Aundarian kind of people?
The D. Jarasco name, everyone would recognize, right? So anytime you see a name with D apostrophe name, that indicates they're a Dragon Mark member of the house, and Dragon Mark members of houses are usually sitting members of the board of that house, or they are the scions of those board members. So for general name recognition, they would recognize that this is a pretty high in stature individual. Similarly to Ir Wynarn, right? Ir Wynarn is you are a direct descendant of King Galifar. So those are if you see Ir Wynarn, that's a president's last name. That is that is a leader of a country or their direct descendants. So very strong name recognition. I think that you may not have had direct interactions with this individual, Rick. However, her policies and directives would have been on letterheads and directives passed along to you at your established practice. So, in your house, in the house world, this would be the senior vice president of your company.
Gotcha.
So, big name.
But this is directed towards all the officers of the
This
Dragonhawk, right?
is directed towards all the officers of the Dragonhawk. Correct.
Now, fill something else in for me. I thought House Jurassic was mostly not associated with Aundair. I mean, obviously they're everywhere, but I mean they're like a neutral party, right? Like
They
I guess we'll
are.
figure out what the context of this.
Yeah,
is.
So the House Accords, right? Quick crash course in House Accords for those that don't know. These houses quintessentially function as massive corporations for every nation in Aundair. House Jurassico, as you would know, is primarily the healing house of Corvair proper, the entire continent. So yes, they do not specifically serve any nation or any national leader. However, right, agreements can go into place, right? So during the last war, there were House Jurassico healers on every side of the war. House Cannith made Warforged for every single side of the war, right? But Rick, you would know, being in the houses, that what's said on paper and what's said to the masses, and where it actually happens, it seems like the same people seem to be forming the same connections with the same leaders years and years and years. So it seems like there may be some bias of certain peoples of the houses. And there was another individual in your party that could have probably shed more light on House Cannith. But yeah, that's where we are with this. Any other question?
And would there be any reason to suspect, like, were there any reason to expect, this transmission from this particular person?
No.
Okay, this is surprising to everyone, I assume then.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Yep.
All right, that's all the background I need.
Okay. So, as the transmission begins, this middle-aged woman is standing in front of a desk with windows in behind it. You can see a projection of the Aundarian capitals. You can see projections of the Aundarian capitals skyward. Right? You would instantly recognize this, Rick, as the headquarters of the House Jurassico agency in Aundair. Right? So this is the branch. Yeah. This is the branch headquarters.
Mm-hmm.
And she says, "Officers of the Dragonhawk Initiative, I have been tasked with passing this message along to you by Prince Adal Irwainon, His Majesty the Royal Minister of Magic and the First Warlord of Aundair.
Ooh.
You have been ordered to return to the Gith-Zaranki monastery known as Sai Kizal Gith to face a tribunal of myself and others in regards to the actions purported by one Altaic. I will be departing for the monastery shortly, in time to arrive for the tribunal. There will be other matters to discuss with Ricur Durasco, you're not Dragon Mark, on further matters in regarding to the house that will not remain privy in this messaging. However, the prince has asked me to pass along this message, and you were to make all full haste to return to Zarantir as soon as you receive this message. Failure to comply will be considered a breach of the Dragonhawk Initiative's primary protocols. We will see you there." And the transmission ends.
Hey, what did you do? What could they be talking about?
Yeah, I'm just looking at it, Dick.
Me? Well, let's think back to, how, I suppose, the name got out there. Let's see. What's most easily? I mean, we already had some confusion regarding the, former host with with their funeral, and my relative appearance may have cause for concern. I haven't done anything else.
You send no messages?
Do any war crimes behind our back? Anything?
Where would I have the time? I'm too busy with you.
That's what I'm thinking.
Mhm.
Like, man. All right, this must be all of a sudden this big misunderstanding, right? I mean, like, I don't know what they're talking about.
This is really
Well-
dumb because I don't have a good insight. But can I insight?
Yeah, me too.
Can you insight Kayla de Durasco's message?
I'm looking at Altaic and trying to.
Ooh.
Oh, gotcha. All right.
Yeah, I was. I think I was also looking at Altaic, but I think he's kind of thinking back to the recording as well, so I can insight the recording.
I mean,
I have an idea about the recording. Do the one with do the inside on take first.
Okay. I'll just give you advantage then. Can I give her? Or sorry, them advantage?
Toad? That's where you're talking about Kayla, or you talking about Toad?
Well, Toad. Can I give
Oh,
Toad advantage?
Yeah. You can give them
On
advantage.
inside check. Yeah, I'll give them advantage on the inside check.
I guess Rick is kind of accidentally running interference here by asking I'll take all these questions and giving the other two some time to look them up and down. See, I thought you guys were the least suspicious of I'll take. Interesting.
Toad, I'm just gonna send you what you rolled to Eugene, and then he can answer the
That
question.
rolled with advantage, right? I hit alt. but I
Yeah,
can't
yeah,
remember
you
if
rolled
that's
with
advantage.
it rolled properly.
Yeah, I saw 2 dice roll. Yeah.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
So I messaged Eugene what that roll was, so he can adjudicate that how he sees fit. I don't know what questions or what you're looking for out of this.
You get you get a read of confusion, and there's like a mix of excitement and dread. These, of course this is going to happen. What could possibly shake out? This is like, if anything, if there's like a question of like what is known, of like, oh, is Altaic holding something back? It is essentially that this sort of development felt inevitable. It's like I have to say, I expected some sort of investigation or inquiry, but didn't quite know what the timetable was, according to Aundairian protocol.
And an inquiry for what reason?
I don't have to delve too deeply into Alec's mind, but a dragon-marked member of, a dragon-marked member's death is, probably deserves some sort of investigation, and the appearance of someone claiming membership of the house probably raised some eyebrows.
Roll me and Toad, you go first.
I was did I misunderstand? Did the recording not say because of reports by Altaic?
Right.
No, if that was the case, I misspoke. It was not reports by Altaic, it was reports of Altaic.
Oh, okay.
I apologize for that
my
confusion.
goodness.
I think that's why
was
Toad
under the
was
same
so
thing as
sus.
you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, I took that as reading, like we had like sent back information regarding the Karnath and like the involvement at the fire giant, the plane of the fire giants. So I thought that was how the name and the.
Well, yeah, you did send that recording, and I'm pretty sure you used your normal name.
Yeah. Yep.
So that's one piece. right?
Yeah, that's what I assumed. What you meant. Okay.
Real quick though, speaking of house politics, give me an Alaric history check. Actually, just
Okay.
yeah, give me an Alaric history check, please. So it's a normal history check minus a d6, I believe.
Okay, gotcha.
Brain blast.
Let's have this one be blind if you
6.
can.
Blind GM roll.
Okay. A memory about house politics and leadership crops up in your mind about if Alaric was successful in this Dragonhawk initiative, he was going to be eyed to either sit as the emissary to cyberspace in regards to House Cannith matters, or serve on the leadership board to the House Cannith matters in Aundair proper. So Alaric's name, I mean, this push for him to join would have been a substantial standing for him to take a massive leadership role in House Cannith.
Yeah, it was expected of someone of Alaric's position to have assumed, assumed a position of leadership within the house for that level of direction, for that groomed experience and training to experience a blip. This might be similar to a shakeup of succession. You had to know that this was going to happen at some point, no?
I mean, I figured it would come at
I thought we'd just be so far
tandem.
away that they wouldn't bother.
Right. I thought it would come at in tandem of us having a successful mission, but not.
Yeah, maybe like once we get back, after this whole
Right.
thing's done.
You're talking. I mean, one of the largest, or one of the most influential houses there are.
And the prince.
One of their heirs.
Yeah, but we answer to Aundair. We don't answer the houses.
And the
I
prince
think even
has
they
ordered you to
answer.
come back.
I think even they answer to the houses, or at least have a substantial pull.
No, that much is true.
I don't mean to. I don't mean to be flippant about this, so I apologize for that. But I think we should. My understanding was that this was always a matter of time before these eggs hatched. And that one way or another, finding a way to turn Alaric would take urgent priority. He's not gone. We still have the most salient piece of him with us.
That's a weird way to talk about him.
Yeah.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
I know it's different for you, I'll take, but I do agree. I think logically it makes sense that we should have expected this, and perhaps we do go back. We just kind of, if it was going to happen one way or the other, and I am no fugitive to the country of Aundair. So I would like to. I think we, just like we did with the Fire Giants, we talk about what we can do. As far as a defense of some sort, or a retelling of events that is favorable to us, but yeah,
What-
I think there's not much else we can do.
What do we do if they decide to remove Altaic?
Well,
I don't mean to be. I don't know what the answer is, but what if they arrest him or imprison him for what he is, where he comes from?
well, I agree. I have similar expectations. So my proposal would be, if we can, maybe on our return trip they would permit a single stop. And I don't know if we have any solid leads for this, but perhaps we could find a way to resurrect.
That's what we're all looking for.
resurrect.
But it's kind of the issue is it's a tall order.
Right.
There are archives, of vast stores of knowledge out there, and casting such a spell shouldn't be unheard of. But yes, I agree. It would be a tall order, but I think one that could, well,
Not actually a bad idea. I just not very well researched on how resurrection works. I don't want to take him from wherever he might be. If he, it's just I don't know. What does the soul want, and how do we know? And if it is resurrection, I guess we could do it. How do we operate with two people that look very similar? Oh?
That's the least of our problems. If we could get Ulrich back, I don't care who he looks like.
Yeah, yes. Yeah, okay.
And here's the
Okay.
thing, though. Actually, hold on, Mr. GM. I need to. Does Rick know something like true resurrection? Would that be known to Rick as that would be like a once in a 1,000 years miracle or something like that, right?
So,
I don't know. You tell me.
Yes. So this would be. I would need a roll for this. What kind of roll would we think this is going to be?
Either religion, if maybe Rick's read a legend about a true resurrection, or we can do. I
think
maybe medicine.
I think religion makes the most sense because it is let's do a religion check and let's see what this looks like.
Gotcha.
I'd like this to be blind, please.
Ooh, okay. Blind GM roll.
Okay.
I have a +5.
Okay. You, in your stories of readings in the House Durasco halls and in the halls of the Sovereign Host, have heard stories of the olden days of the 7th level spell that you know of resurrection.
Mm.
There is no documented recording of true resurrection. However, you could opine that there is magic stronger than regular resurrection. But stories such of that would be stories of the gods and bringing gods back to restoring gods from battles where they waged war with the Dalkir or the overlords. So we're talking about biblical level events that don't put a name to a spell, but speak of lore that seems to be of higher level than what you know of the resurrection spell. And you at one point in time, your house may have had someone who could cast the resurrection spell, but the last war decimated the senior leadership of a lot of houses.
Yeah.
So they're probably not alive anymore.
All right, here's what I know. Okay. Every spell to bring someone back to life requires a body. And unfortunately for Altaic, that would be, if we wanted to bring Alaric back, that would be, the one that's already occupied. So unless you two want to be back to be roommates, I don't even know if that would necessarily work.
Yeah.
Furthermore, on top of all that, no one has been able to cast that kind of spell for a while now. I can't do it. I mean, maybe it's arrogant of me to think that I ever could. So the kind of thing we're looking for here is not going to be like, well, you can't just do it, I guess is what I'm saying. You know what I mean? We have to find something or someone to help us. Someone we don't even know if they even exist.
Well, I think the best place that I know just off the top of my head would be the library back at the Ring of Cerberus.
We could start there, that's for sure, I guess.
If we can maybe bypass Zorantir somehow, go to the Ring of Cerberus, go to the library, I think that there would be a chance to see if there's any research on it at all, if they maybe even have a 1 in 1,000 shot a scroll that we could use, perhaps.
I mean, if they have that scroll, they're not going to give it up for however much gold we have. I mean, it's not. That kind of magic we're talking about here is bring someone back to life without even having their body available. That is quite literally unheard of.
Yeah. But I think if anybody's heard of it, it would be the library.
Now, your character would understand this, right? If you pass Zorantir and head to the three rings of Voldnarak, and you are spotted by any of the Aundarian ships which are pretty active in that area of space, the prince may interpret that as you attempting to flee the tribunal. You could maybe talk your way out of that. However, it would likely not help your case, should you be caught.
Well, yeah, that's going to be an issue. Hold on, I have a thing I wanted to do real quick. I want to recheck that recording. Can we replay recording crystals?
Yes.
Is that a thing?
Yes. What do
I
you
would
want
like to just check and see how serious this message was, like, body language and the tone of it.
Yeah. Anyone who wants to roll an insight check on this can, but it all needs to be blind.
Can I
an insight check.
Can I give the help action to Rick?
You may.
What would that be? An extra?
It's advantage.
Okay.
Oh, advantage. Okay, yeah. Then I will roll with advantage.
Okay. So Kayla has a pretty neutral body expression. She doesn't seem angry. She doesn't seem happy. She seems pretty, this is a Tuesday. But she stresses the importance of Prince Adal's words about failure to showing up would be considered treason.
Mm-hmm.
So it seems like she's pretty neutral and she's just the messenger of this.
Gotcha.
But it seems like the prince's words were emphasized with great intensity.
Okay, so what's the plan with going to the rings here?
I mean, if we have to find something, right? That would be, especially of research, especially something that is, I don't know, unheard of, as you said. I think that would be the place to do it. If there's a better place, or a better location, anything that we can think of, then
I think you're right as far as that goes. I'm asking, what's the point?
If we can get something, if we can figure out how to do it, we resurrect Alaric. Sorry, Alaric.
No,
sorry,
we resurrect Alaric. Yeah, he's the one.
Every time. We resurrect, and then we see how they feel. I don't know. I don't know what
All
the plan
right,
is.
we
after
ain't
that.
gonna have that
But
much time. There's
Yeah.
no way we're gonna have any time to do that.
I also I think that the death of Alaric may be part of it, but let's be honest, we have kind of played it fast and loose a little bit with Altaic. Like, this message was for officers only, and I understand that we all trust Altaic and consider him part of that, but the first message we got back was basically like, don't promote him, don't include him in things.
And let it be known, I said that we shouldn't. But, you know, it's fine. I got outvoted. I kind of accepted it.
Yes, I think he's proven himself to us,
For sure.
and we just need to find a way to prove that to the powers that be. I think I don't want anything bad to happen to Altaic.
Well, that's the first and foremost thing. It could also be the case, by the way, that like you said, this doesn't maybe, you know, this has something to do with Alaric's, you know, demise, but it could also be that, I mean, has any of the other I wonder how much information the other nations are sending back to Eberron, and who knows about these mind flayers, you know, like, and the aberrants out in the space. If that's gotten back to Aundair, perhaps not with full knowledge, they could be thinking that, hey, this whole ship is infected, right? I mean, they might be under a misunderstanding about who exactly Altaic is, right?
They may want to take him in for questioning, for research.
The nice way this could go is that they just want to talk to him. Hey, that'd be nice, wouldn't it? But
Yeah.
I kind of,
I mean, unless there's another option that you guys can see, I think that it's I mean, I don't want to guess on what's going to happen. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I also don't think that there's another choice. We have to figure it out by going there.
we're gonna have to go. That's for sure.
We could ask Zephyr how to become pirates.
We could.
Here's the problem with that. I think a good majority of this crew would not follow through on that one.
I'm not sure that I want to become a pirate just yet myself.
Bit of a patriot myself, so I'd like to keep working for the good of Aundair if I could.
I have no investment in the nations of men, but
And that's what makes you great, though.
I like
That's right.
you guys,
That's right.
so I'll do what you think we should do.
I mean, worst comes to worst, I'm all for. This sounds bad, but I'll take if we got to smuggle you out of here, we'll do it. We don't want you to go and. I mean, whatever. If it's bad, if they want to do something bad to you, we'll protect you. We'll protect you for sure. And if it means that you can't be on the crew anymore, if that's the only way it works, I mean, that would suck. But we have to do it. I mean, you know what? How do you feel? How's it going, buddy?
Yeah, how's it going, buddy?
My understanding, having taken this form, was that time was always going to be limited. And if we don't think that it's feasible to, if you know, finding a straightforward way to resurrect Alaric is not manageable in this time frame, could do the daring thing. Be honest. And say, with the notion that one mission or one goal that the Dragonhawk wants to pursue is finding a way to restore the Kenneth successor. that we could make the case that the Dragonhawk is uniquely suited to finding that which seems to be lost on there, on Eberron.
We gotta even figure out what's going on. We're at a disadvantage here, huh?
Yeah. Because we don't know what exactly. I mean, we can guess it's the death, but what else? If it is, I don't know. We've kind of talked about it already, but if it is, there's something about the the mind flares with having their roots in us or something already. Things like that. We don't know what we're up against. We don't know what what their intent is with you. If they are here to just question you or take you in, it's just we're at such a disadvantage.
And we all agree we haven't done anything wrong.
No,
of course.
I don't think so. Well,
of course.
Sarantier was a little.
In terms of Aundair, I don't think we've done anything wrong.
Post Altaic, I don't think we've done anything wrong. I think we've been pretty good after Altaic joined the crew.
I think we and Rick, I know you suggested against this, but I think we may have been a little expedient in how we brought Altaic into the fold. But I think we all did that for good reason and because he's proven himself to us. And so I think we have hopefully a real, I mean, I will be honest, I have really very little context for the politics of anything on Eberron, let alone Aundair. Is the justice system good?
Mr. GM Carroll.
Mr. GM.
Yeah, so I think Rick and Val, I would
You'd
like
have the most.
You would have the most amount of details. So one of you can roll me, and let's do a history check.
What's your history plus?
I can roll a history. I'm pretty good.
You can roll.
Mine is +1, so you've got to be better than me.
Yeah, I am.
So
I will help you out.
There you go. Roll with advantage.
Well, that was not mine though.
That's okay though.
Inspiration.
Okay, you can use your inspiration. That's fine.
Unless
no,
I want to
save it, because you'll get enough out of 14. Tribunals done by, like, high-level tribunals are highly swayed by who is sitting on the tribunals. They are typically a panel of 3, and the 3 will dictate the results of the tribunal. So you've seen some that are a crock of shit because the tribunal had it out for them, or you've seen a neutral tribunal that gave that person the benefit of the doubt, and you've seen people get off scot-free because they stacked the panel. So it's highly based off of who's sitting on it. And Prince Adal rarely sits on tribunals. He is a military leader in Aundair, which oversees the Dragonhawk Initiative program, really the Spelljammer initiative in Aundair proper. So he would have... It makes sense, the gravity of the flagship of the nation to be handled by the prince himself. You suspect that the third person on the tribunal would likely be someone from the Wynarn Academy, Wynarn University. Just based on your understanding on how these tribunals kind of work.
Well, I think if it is those people, I think we'll have at least one at minimum, guaranteed in our favor. At least a bias to us. The wonderful House Drasco leader that was on the recording crystal will probably be a detractor from us. And
Yeah, that's clan. Be careful.
yeah, well, yeah, of course, it's nothing against them, but I think that would be a detractor from us. So it would be just. I think we'll have an advantage if we at least know who the last person is.
It's Prince Adal.
Oh, sorry, know how the last person will go.
Gotcha.
If Prince Adult doesn't sit on the tribunals at all. If he's there, there's a specific reason. It could be because of House Matters of everything happening, but
I want to clarify. Prince Adal is sitting on the tribunal. Kayla DiGirasco is sitting on the tribunal. You don't know who
right.
You suspect it's a Wynarn University person on the third panel because it's Prince Adal who has ordered the tribunal to be held, and he's sitting on it. Or basically someone else has ordered it to be held, but Prince Adal is the one sitting on it. That detail you don't know, but just wanted to clarify that for you.
Yeah, I think Valerian's kind of saying that, like, essentially, we kind of know how, if it's going to be one person from Wynarn University, we kind of know how they're going to vote. Depending on what we say, obviously, I think that'll influence everything. We know how the other person, how Kayla is going to vote, DiGirasco. But Prince Adal, I don't think we'll know how that will go. If we can figure out their intent, or how they're swayed, or even what's happening, why they called it in the first place, I think we'll have a good understanding. But to get to that point, I don't know. I don't know how we get there. So.
Hey, I got an idea. A brain blast just came to me.
Okay.
One of us could teleport to Zarantir and talk to him first.
Okay.
Because we gotta staff a teleportation.
That is actually, yes. Okay.
I mean, it only works on. I mean, how many people can go? By the way, we could just tell them like, hey, you can only teleport the one of us. Oop, the rest of us is on the way. It'll be like almost 20 days, right? Or no, it'll only be like 15 days, right, Mr. GM? 12 days?
Let me see. Let me look at the cyberspace map. So,
it'd be
Dravago,
12 minus 2.
Dravago does Zarantir. Yeah, so it'd be a 10-day.
Gotcha. Yeah, so it'll take us a while to get there on the ship. One of us can go ahead with the teleport and get some information, teleport back, fill us in, get us a little advantage.
It's up to 8 willing creatures of your choice. However, Val has to stay behind to drive the ship.
I think that is a very good plan, though. I actually love that. That way we can see. I think even if they don't tell us what is happening specifically, I think sending someone like you, Rick, or someone like you, Toad, to see intent and try to gather where they stand while we bring back everybody else. And I think you guys can. Exactly. And you guys can, I think, give the ability to talk to us long distance as well. So if we could get that and you can communicate to us if anything real bad is going down, we'll be able to be in the know. We'll have an advantage.
I do have sending.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. You guys are over there, you figure out how it's going to go, and then you have sending. You tell us what's going on, what's good, and then, yeah.
And you do have a pair of sending stones that you use in emergencies, but it's only a once-a-day thing. So you could use sending to cast, one message to each other if you didn't want to burn all your spells on sending, but you can do that too. So.
Do sending stones work the same way as the sending spell? It's only 25 words. Is that what it is? Yes. Okay, gotcha.
So I guess the next question would be, who wants to volunteer to go to figure out if we're going to be court-martialed and prisoned, or if we're going to be reigned as heroes?
Let's establish something too. If we're in big trouble and the whole crew is in trouble and they arrest us on sight, then we got to have a plan for what's going to happen when that occurs, right? So going in with that kind of risk, right? If I teleport in and they put me in chains and don't let me cast a sending spell, you guys got to know, like, hey, if I don't get back to you in 5 days or whatever.
Okay. That's a good plan. We'll say 5 days. We'll say 5 days. If you are not back to us in 5 days, I will do everything I can to protect the crew over everything else.
And you got to come up with a plan to bust me out, buddy, because I ain't gonna go back to the clink.
Hey, you're part of the crew, so maybe have a nice little ship busting you out from a prison on a planet, on our home planet, and then
Do they
go hang out with the
know
Geth.
about do they know about our little mini ship?
No.
They don't.
Okay.
I don't think
something to
we've
keep in
ever
mind.
sent anything back. We've sent things back about status reports. I don't think we've sent anything back about us having an extra ship.
I don't believe you sent.
Didn't we order the body
Ooh.
of the ship?
You did, yeah. You would have
They
ordered
know.
the body of the ship, so they would have suspicions. Yeah. So that
Does that
would have been
mean they
their
know?
way. But you could use that ship, right? Any one of you can pilot that small ship, that small craft.
And they don't know they don't know it's like a pretty pink either. They don't know what color it is.
It's true.
They could just be
Might
a
have a
ship, just
suspicion
a
that we have
random
another
ship
ship.
flying around in this ranch.
Well,
how many ships
there-
are there flying around though? They'd have to be stealthy about it.
Well, there is a ship on Zarantier from the GIF. The GIF had ships there, so we could even say it was for one of those if it push comes to shove. They were a lot smaller, but still.
Well,
Okay, but I think that's a good idea. So who should we send?
You can
I
send
think
up
you
to
were
8.
sure.
Is it gonna be hold on, wait. And how long does it take to recharge the staff, by the way?
Oh, Dawn.
Oh damn. Okay, so I could teleport there.
Well,
Spend the night?
as written, but is there any change to how the Voyager Voyager staff?
No, it is still dawn. It is recharged like that. However, as discussed, going from your ship to somewhere that pretty straightforward. However, trying to catch your ship in space,
That's right. Yeah, once I get there, I'd have to stay until you guys
really,
get there.
yeah,
because
you're kind of stuck there.
I ain't teleporting back at a random spot in space. That ain't happening.
Yep. Even if you park the ship still, like, there's going to be some, like, it's going to be difficult. Let's just put it that way. If you're in the middle of space and moons are moving, like, if you are not in the same, if you're not in the same gravity of the moon that you're trying to teleport between, it'll be extremely difficult to teleport from the surface of a moon to your ship if that ship is not in the gravity plane of that moon. So, science.
That'd be a one-way trip. Whoever's going. It sounded like I'm going.
It-
I mean,
I mean, I could meet because I know some of the people there. I'm a nice guy.
I don't even necessarily think it only has to be you. I think maybe
Yeah.
sending you and one other, or maybe a couple others, not a bad idea.
I could go.
No.
no.
I already am attuned to the staff, and I could change my appearance.
Wait a second.
Quite easily.
That's actually not a terrible idea. If you make yourself look
Wait,
like you and then they think that you're on the ship,
Except, what if they catch you, and then we're in trouble for like smuggling Altaic onto the planet without their knowledge?
Especially Rick, who is with him at that time.
Yeah,
I don't think
I
it's a
can
good
take it.
risk. I think if someone casted a simple dispelling of the magic that you have, I think
Wait.
that even would be. I mean, I don't even see how
Okay,
you
is
get
that how it
close
works?
to
Is
the
it
prince.
magic? It's your dang face, right? Like you could just do that.
Well-
Yes, there are levels. So let's see. I forget how much I've trained. I'm gonna go through it.
You have basically the changeling shapeshifter ability. It just
Mhm.
isn't instantaneous like a changeling.
Oh.
I think it's a short.
There- Yes, for I can for flush shape. Until I use an action to revert to my true form until I die. I have magical ways of changing my form, but otherwise I can simply. This is a little, if I need to do it quickly.
Embarrassing, sorry.
If I need to do it quickly, it's a little painful, but
No.
over
No,
time.
we have 10 days until we get there, so you got plenty of time to change your face.
I guess the
Before we
question is
teleport
like, you could change your face, you could change your nature, you could change your nature specifically by the ability that you got from the was it the stone? I forget what exactly it was that you got.
The ring.
They could change.
Yeah, the ring of
yes,
mind.
the ring.
Mhm.
Yeah, so you could change your nature with it, but getting close to the prince, I don't see how you're not properly inspected with magical means as well.
Or
they have to
have your
know when
items
they have to.
seized.
I agree that maybe that would be getting a little too close for comfort myself. If once Rick has made the appointment to me, I don't have to be in attendance for that, but I could scout myself and get a better understanding of these sorts of politics.
The first thing is your safety. I think that's what we're mostly worried about.
Exactly.
I get that you want to take controls of the situation to a degree, but we don't want to risk getting you dissected, you know.
Yeah. If you're arrested, like upon landing or upon teleporting, they would likely take anything magical on you, including the ring.
I will say this: if there's like, arguably the safest place he could be is not on this ship.
But are we bending the rules if we leave Altaic somewhere else?
I'm kind of thinking Altaic should stay on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the whole sequence of just like, it's like, this is a refrain that's come up before, but a ship is safest in harbor. That's not what it's for. Not even a craft like the Dragonhawk.
I'm thinking might be going solo here.
Rick, I can go if you. I don't have the connections that you do, and maybe in some ways that would work in my favor.
It could. It depends. If this is less hostile than I'm thinking, then it doesn't really matter who we bring, right? But the problem is, the more of us that we bring, if this is a situation where we get arrested on sight, then the crew would be down you and me. That wouldn't be great.
It wouldn't be great, but I do think that you two probably would be perfect for the job. If I had to send the perfect team on in this scenario, it would be you two. Just because I think, Rick, you have the connections needed, and I think that Toad is so versatile in what they can do and what they can bring, and just the wisdom that they bring to anyone they talk to.
I think our wisdom scores are about equal, actually. So
also something to consider, just so your characters don't understand this. The holder of the staff is the one that casts the teleport. So whoever is going has to take the staff. Now, that could be any spellcaster on your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Could we also send Gus ahead? He's got a sending stone. He's a kind of a neutral party.
Gus is like a great choice, actually. You, me, and Gus can go, because me and Gus representing, like, we're both, I think, the biggest Aundair patriots on the ship. I got connections. Gus has got connections.
Yeah.
And then you can come with us and do your special Toad thing. And then that would be, I mean, if they're gonna leave any of us, like if they're gonna trust any of us, it'd be I mean, aside from the captain himself, me and Gus.
Completely agree.
I think outside of Altaic, I might be the least trustworthy among the officers, but I understand I give that vibe off.
But wouldn't it make you look trustworthy in comparison when you come with me and Gus, right? Then it's like, oh, they trust them really hard. Like, oh man, that Toad must be like really trustworthy. If if Rick and Gus are with them.
I could pretend to be a patriot. Go Aundair. Who's our
Yeah.
team?
Yeah.
Team Aundair.
I mean, there's a reason you're on this ship, Toad. They clearly trusted you enough for this.
I'm mostly here because of Valerian and Aaron, actually.
Okay, well, way to bring.
I think I kind of got grandfathered in to the plan.
Hey, speaking of Erin, I hope she's there. That'd be nice.
Oh, she's there too.
Should we try to send her a message?
Oh, make Mr. GM work really hard. I think we would, to be honest, send Aaron a message
I think
about
that's
this.
a very good idea, actually. I think Aaron would know what's going on, what to do, and
She might be
how to-
predisposed, but she should know about this.
but she also might know how to handle these people as well, specifically these people as well.
Ooh, that's a good point. And she's been
Do
in
what she
contact
was
with
here.
them in a more recent time than we have.
Exactly. Been on the ground a lot. I mean, been on the ground back in Aundair, knowing the climate, knowing what's happening.
Oh, it's a great point. Actually, she might even know about this before we did.
Right. Especially, I mean, can you imagine a house member dying? That has to be incredible news. And she'll know if what the sentiment is. So I think that's a good idea. We should do that. We should do that soon. I was gonna say now, but then I don't want to put Chris on the spot.
Oh, you can.
We could abstract it as much as you need to, by the way.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fine.
just get Minnie on the call real quick.
Yeah, real quick.
Yeah,
Okay,
I know
so
what
I think-
know what Aaron's been doing, so I'm prepared. I've been prepared for this for months. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so let's get into contact with Erin real quick. Okay,
Yeah.
only downside to this is if she's if she's being monitored, right? That would kind of suck. But it's a sending spell, right? There's no way they can. Well, I guess they could intercept it.
I mean,
maybe.
there is, but we're not doing anything incorrect. We're just trying to do what anyone would do and understand the climate, make sure that
Hey,
we're covered.
Erin, what's up? Yeah, just send her one of those. I guess I don't know.
Like, Aaron, we're going on tribunal. Know anything? Question mark.
Matter of fact, I don't think that you
Hit me up.
I don't think you even need to write on or use a sending stone. I think you could just write on. Or is it vice versa that Aaron could use sending?
I believe it was that way. Hold up, I have her
Okay,
character.
okay.
I have her character
Okay, so we
sheet
send
right
her-
here.
We send her. We do sending to her, and then she can do her thing.
Exactly.
To
She
us.
can talk to us as much as she wants,
Book
and
of
which in turn means that we can talk to her. So yes.
spell appears in the book. You can add. Hold on, I'm looking. I'm finding her book. It's not that one. She has a couple different things. Is it back to the tome? Nope, it's not back to the tome. I do believe, though, however, her spell book only worked for her to be able to. Once she had someone's name in there, she could send messages.
She's got Valerian's name in there, right?
She does. She does.
I think Alaric had Parasite at the time Aaron was still captain.
I would have to.
I ask this only because I have access to sending as well.
I can't remember based off timeline because it would have been. Yeah, I think the parasite would have been in the picture when Aaron was still captain of the ship. But
Actually, wait a second. Do I recall Aaron being in that fight?
I don't. And that's on the
And the-
recording.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
the fight, whenever when Alaric came to be, or sorry, Alaric ceased to be. I don't think that.
No.
At the time that Alaric died, definitely. I'm thinking about the time we climbed the tower and Alaric first got the parasite arm.
Yeah, because Aaron was in the picture on Zarantir. Aaron was in the picture. So because her character sheet is level 6. So I think
I think the last time we played with Aaron was when we had just landed on
Olaroon.
Yeah,
that sounds right. Yeah, that
she was
math-
there when we first landed on the planet.
Yep. And then she got boofed by some face shit. Okay. So do you send a message to Aaron checking in?
Hey, what's up, Queen?
Hey, girl, hey.
Okay. Yeah, what message do you send? You don't have to put it all into 25 words, but just give me what's your message.
I think we sent her a message just saying, we have been summoned to a tribunal. Does she know anything that would be pertinent to our case that we are privileged to know, I guess? Yeah, and see if she responds, and if we can get it. I think the intent is to basically say, like, is it bad?
We want to know the
And
scope
if it
and the
is,
context, yeah.
Exactly, yeah.
The response you get from Aaron is this. Hey y'all! Things are... I don't know what that is. That sounds bad.
Man.
Good luck. I'm on Ron, fighting Archfey.
Oh.
If you ever make it out
Dang
here,
it.
come say hi. Fighting Resistance. Okay, bye.
Will do. Damn, she's really out of the picture, huh?
She is out.
Well,
Okay, well, I think that leaves just teleporting.
shit. I guess so. Can we give it a day? Give me a day to prepare.
Of course, take the time you need.
Yeah, for reference, right? Aaron is on the 9th moon of cyberspace.
Oh, good for her. Good for her. Beat us there, huh? Tell her we'll see her soon. How about that? It's not going to be soon. It's going to be next years when we get there.
6 game months later.
Yeah.
Not still soon for that sort of immortality for Fae lifespans. So the idea is when the caster teleports, it's like a known thing to anyone landing in the vicinity, like on Eberron, they can, or where we're holding the tribunal, they'll be able to detect someone who's teleported in the vicinity.
Mhm.
So that's why Altaik can't come, because if he comes along. Altaik question then is, what'll they, if they can, what if they ask, why isn't Alaric or Altaik here?
Ooh. Because
We'll have an advanced party, I guess, to make contact and make sure that everything's done in good faith.
I think we could be honest with them even, because we think Altaik, deserves to be able to defend himself, and we didn't want to bring him all here by himself. We're just here to get some information about what's going on,
Yeah, I don't think we have to be underhanded at all.
They didn't say Altaik was under arrest. They just said that we all had to appear for the tribunal. As far as we know, there's no reason for them to demand Altaik's presence immediately, or to expect our presence immediately.
Exactly. Oh, we should bring Zephyr, by the way.
I agree.
Okay.
Because, the Gith temple.
Yeah, those are his folks.
Okay, we're up to 4. We gotta let these people know, by the way. We gotta fill in Gus and Zephyr and all them.
Gus should be in the room with us.
I feel like if he was, he would have been talking a lot more.
I thought the same thing. Gus is not present for this because he was handling something else. But
some of the stuff we were saying was vaguely treasonous. He
yes.
would have been bringing it up.
As the DM, I decided not to insert Gus into this scene because he wasn't mentioned in the officer meeting. But you can catch him up to speed on the non-treasonous things should you wish to do so.
Yeah.
Well, here you go. Here's the staff. I'm trying to figure out how to transfer it. Don't know that I can do so.
I can drop it.
I'm all for the teleportation plan, but I do want to point out that we have at least one hostile group of people in cyberspace who may be looking for us. I feel bad leaving people without their doctor and officers if Braylon catches up with us.
It's a real double whammy here.
Well, do we have to depart on the Dragonhawk immediately? If you could travel there and then return.
That's true. We can maybe send the Red Saber to help escort. Or whoever.
Yes, I think the teleportation back to the Dragonhawk is tricky.
That's a good point. We have to.
But I don't necessarily think that it is impossible. In the way that I think we can meet somewhere. There's a lot of landmarks that we've had, or
as long as you don't get
locations, I guess.
Yeah, as long as like Braylon ain't waiting for you in between, I guess.
Right. I mean, if it happens that way, it would be unfortunate to be without a lot of our officers, but I think that there's a lot of things that we'll have to juggle, and if we've trained these people enough, we should be okay.
We've got a good presence on Olaroon and Zaranthir. I feel like we could just send some escorts over from there.
Right.
If not the Red Saber, then the Gith or the whoever. I mean, we got allies, we got friends.
So, it's me, you, Rick, Zephyr, Gus.
That's right. I think that's a good crew. I mean, I can't think of anyone else I want to bring without weakening the Dragonhawk proper more.
This is maybe a long shot, but maybe Sylvie as well. Sorry, not Sylvie. Oh my gosh.
Savina?
Savina, yes.
Savina, the scholar of culture?
Yes. Maybe we send Savina as well. For the point being that if we send Savina, we can make sure there aren't... We basically send Savina as an independent reporter of sorts. Someone to keep everyone honest. And if it isn't honest, they are a innocent third party, but will write about what happened, I suppose. As a scholar of culture, I think that is a big cultural standing of how a justice system is ran in for any place, any civilization.
I think anyone we take with us needs to be prepared for the possibility of being arrested.
Yeah, I don't want to. I mean, if Savina's cool with it, that's up to her.
True. But... I that's why I said it's maybe a little bit of a long shot, but I think it could be useful of some sort.
She could be good at talking to people and asking around.
I'm not the most persuasive individual myself. What's Gus's charisma?
I don't even know, but I know it's not high.
Yeah, for sure.
Now I have to go look because I'm curious.
Nah, it's not terrible. It's +1. You got a 12.
It's better than me.
Better than me.
We'll let Gus do the talking.
I mean, right? Savina is relatively charismatic, right? She would function as like a news reporter or a blogger, like a social media personality. Right. So she would have some degree of gift of gab. However, she's not gonna be good in a fight at all.
Well,
Right.
here's the thing about
Yeah.
that. Is it undeniably she is a non-combatant,
She
which
is.
does show some level
Exactly.
of no hostility from us, right? I have full
Yeah.
faith, by the way. I don't think we're gonna get like assaulted when we get there.
Yeah.
Aundair's on our side,
No way.
right? Maybe they have a reason to arrest us, but they're not gonna treat us poorly. Foreshadowing. So I think Savina will be fine, for the record. It's just really, it could be uncomfortable if she gets arrested by it. But look, also, she's not really. I mean, she's a visitor on our crew. She's not a crew member, so they can't arrest her, right? Like it's. I think it'll be fine if we bring her along. If that's what you think is best.
I mean, we're. Well, I assume you'll judge best.
Okay, what do you got?
I'm just, if they're suspicious enough to arrest you, they might as well arrest any collaborators. Just as a precaution.
Yeah, if they want to call her a collaborator, then this system is more rotten than I expected.
Right.
Maybe we could say we brought Savina because we want, we're like, hey, we met this Adventon.
Yeah,
want
she
you
can
to be able
attest
to
to our
meet.
character.
Yeah, she's kind of become like our onboard historian.
That's right. I just want to be clear here too. I think it's normal to be scared, normal to be frightened of what might happen in the unknown. But this is Aundair we're talking about. It's a nation that we know, we love, we've taken this mission for. This is a nation that will treat us fairly. As they've lost someone, we did too. We lost a crew member, an officer, a beloved officer. That, frankly, it still hurts. But so we're in the same boat. It's understandable for them to be upset and angry and want answers. Very valid. But I don't think we should have anything to be scared about. I don't think Alaric or Altaic or Alaric, if newly resurrected, if we could even get to that point, will be taken in or executed or anything, arrested even. I think maybe questioned, surely, trying to understand what happened. But we have so many recording crystals of all the good things that we've done, all the good things that you have done, Altaic.
Yeah.
That there's no way we are treated unfairly and unjustly. I refuse to believe that.
Have some optimism here. We've done a good job for the city of Aundair, and the country of Aundair, and they're gonna hear us out.
Okay,
I'm fully of that
my
mind.
full faith in you.
And Chris, why'd you go live?
For Renette.
For Rain.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought
So-
I was supposed to look at the stream real quick.
No. That
so-
was just for those not in Foundry. Okay. So the plan now is to transport Toad, Rick, Zephyr, Chief Gus, and Savina via teleport via the Voyager
One way,
staff.
pretty much.
A one-way teleport for the Voyager staff that Rick will carry to Zarantir.
Yes. Did they specify it was going to be at the Temple of Zarantir, right? The Gith Temple, right?
Yes, Psychizagil.
Do we know any place on Zarantir well enough to teleport to it aside from there?
Well,
The ruins
Been a
of
while.
the.
I think we could
There would-
potentially
there would
go
be
to the place that we found the dragon at. Maybe
Yeah, I want to see
we
him.
knew that.
again.
we studied that
Skalax
place very
Lair.
well.
Galax
We
Lair?
studied that place very,
Hey,
very well.
Skalax, what's up, buddy? Hey,
No.
just gonna.
There's
Yeah.
also the Ooze settlement.
Yeah,
The former
those are
Ooze
Yeah.
some great
settlement.
memories. Some awesome memories there for sure.
Yeah.
Hey, look, it's not like it's.
Yeah,
not like
I
Ooze
would
right
say you could potentially teleport to the ruins of the Ooze massacre done by Skalik.
Yeah.
I would
To be clear.
I would consider, because that landscape is drastically changed, I would count that as a viewed once And then
Mhm.
Scalic's Lair, I would say that would be considered seen casually. However, if you recall, the tectonic plates of Zorantir shift constantly.
It's
Yeah.
it's a
So
messy place.
the safest area that was where the giants were, the half giants were, has likely shifted, and potentially the ruins have also shifted. Scalic's lair, the lair itself probably hasn't shifted, but where that is in relation to the monastery is questionable. I mean, you could probably get to his lair, but how long you're going to have to make that trek is then up for grabs.
Maybe we should just go right to the place. It's less suspicious that way, right? If we just pop in there, we're like, hey, we're here. Kind of shows that we have nothing to fear, right?
Yeah.
Anyone we would know on Zorantir that we could send sending to, like, well enough for sending to work?
Yes.
We should let them know beforehand, then.
Yep. You've done negotiations and know fairly well Captain Kolos, the disciple Voss. I think a couple of you sparred with him. Hold on.
Oh man, that was a while ago.
And then Lieutenant Keyes. So yeah, Lieutenant Keyes, Captain Kolos, disciple Voss. There's a few others that Alaric, it was Altaic posing as Alaric, engaged with in a casual downtime thing. There was a dwarven woman named Thala that there was some underground drinking stuff going on there. So that's a potential source there. And then I mean, you know Kale de Jarasco is en route there, and then Prince Adal is en route there, but depending on when you send the sending, you don't know when they're going to actually be arriving, because they're traveling from planet side.
Just
we could
text the prince real quick. You know?
Oh, yeah.
Just be like, hey, what's up, Prince?
We're going to pop in there real quick.
We're jumping in.
I mean, you saw
cool.
Prince Adal's addressment speech to you all in the beginning of this campaign.
Mm-hmm.
He is the one that sent you on your voyage at the commemoration event.
All right. I think if we teleport in there and we get there before the tribunal does, that even gives us more time, doesn't it?
Yeah, I agree.
Now, keep in
do
mind...
we know how long ago that was?
Yeah, you don't. You don't know how long ago that message is. And keep in mind, just above table, the ship is rolling a random encounter table. There may be nothing, but, right, it's a 10-day, you're going to roll on that random encounter table. Now, as players, right, you can run the NPCs that you have of your B teams around, so you can participate for those who already teleported.
Mm-hmm.
But that's just something to consider. There is risk involved.
Okay.
The longer you wait,
yeah,
the longer you wait, the more chance that your whole team is on board to face whatever threats of cyberspace is. But the earlier you go, the more chance that you might beat the tribunal members.
Okay, what do y'all think? Should go tonight, tomorrow, 5 days from now? How much time do we need to give the ship?
It's 10 days of travel.
I think you guys go as soon as possible. I don't think you go tonight, maybe, just to rest. But I think, and to gather your things, because you will be there for a couple of days. But we will come as soon as we can. If we don't hear from you within 3 days, 3 days time, then we will alter our course.
Yeah, assume that we've been captured.
Well, and I think we can alter a course to Eberron, and you know a lot of places in Eberron. Get our people out.
Yeah, let me just do that if I get captured by the secret police of Aundair. I'll just get
Yeah,
out.
if we get arrested, we just go find the staff and teleport out.
I think your oh shit button is teleporting to Oliver. If there is a situation where you have access to the staff at least, and it is not looking good, get out.
Another reason to get there early is that we can recharge the staff before the tribunal begins, I guess.
Exactly.
Okay, I don't think it's going to be that bad, but
I don't think so either. I'm just saying that's the oh shit button. That's the everything's gone to shit and we are now pirates or we're dead.
Okay, don't tell Gus about that part, but let's fill Gus in on Toad, I think you, me, and Gus are for sure going to be going. Let's see if I think Zephyr's probably a good bet, and then we got to convince Savina or see if she wants to go.
Right.
Yeah, let's do a charisma check. Let's do a famously successful Toad and Rick charisma check.
Toad and I will approach Savina and start talking at the same time.
We really liked your vibe.
We thought you'd be a great fit for this tribunal.
Yeah. Especially join our polycule. It's me, Rick, Zephyr, Gus. Hey, Gus Patel.
Yeah.
Gus Patel.
Oh, Savina is interested. Okay.
With that charisma check.
Colorblind.
This could be public. This is fine. Yeah.
Right.
Let's try to convince Savina to go to a place where she could potentially be held captive again.
Oh, that's a good point. Now, was that with advantage? Because I'm helping.
Yeah, because you do have advantage.
Oh, I'm rolling. Okay, I thought we were both.
Wait,
gonna
you have
roll.
a -1.
Okay.
I have a +0. I can at least do it.
Yeah. How about
Yeah,
you?
you roll two. Roll two.
Wow. The superiority.
Yeah, there we go. That's convincing. We think you'd be a really good fit. We don't think anything bad's gonna happen.
It could
But
be
it
really
could.
fun. Yeah, like, imagine the story you could tell.
I'll give a wink and give them hesitant leader. So +1 to the roll, so 15.
Yeah.
Oh my god, the DC was 15.
Yeah. She's really trepidatious about it, but she agrees.
That wink,
Ugh.
that gets it.
I can't say no to y'all. I'll go,
Yeah.
but if I'm captured again, I'm gonna be mad, and I might want to leave. I'm just saying.
Okay.
But
Yeah, that would be reasonable. But we will break you out if you get captured. Don't worry about it.
dope. Okay, all right, cool. Let me pack on my
And
shit.
you shouldn't get captured, by the way. You are not a crew member. You're an independent citizen. You're your
Oh.
own lady. You know.
Oh, hold on. No. Oh my god, is this? Can I record this? Are we gonna be? Are we recording the courtroom? Like?
Oh yeah. I actually don't know if we're allowed to do that, but I mean, if you are,
I think
yeah,
we
hell
should.
yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I gotta pack so much makeup. Okay, fine. Yeah, give me the day. I gotta plan out what I'm gonna bring in this bag. I only have a certain amount of space I can fit in my makeup bag. I don't have a bigger one. Sounds good. Okay.
Okay.
I think every teleportation person only gets one bag, Savina. So make sure it's a carry-on size.
No.
Carry on size.
Do I have to go then?
It has to be. Look, they'll have amenities for you at the temple. It's a nice temple.
Yeah, the kids wear
What is
nice
Zephyr about?
clothing. Yeah, they have shops.
We're not
Fine.
gonna let her know about the weather on Sarantir, by the way.
But if I hold like,
Or like fashion.
if I look like a whole foot on camera, I'm never gonna let y'all live this down.
A whole foot.
A whole foot.
All right. Yes, Savina begrudgingly goes and laments the lack of stuff she can pack.
She's got to fit in a backpack. And then Zephyr, I think, I assume is good to go.
Yeah, Zephyr
Is
is
he convincing.
Zephyr needs no convincing to go see his people. So,
Okay, cool.
Zephyr's
Hey
We
Gus.
yeah, hey Gus. We fill Gus in. What does he think?
Okay, give me a second. Let me put on my Gus hat.
Mhm.
Well, shit.
Yep.
I don't disagree that it may be better to get ahead of the curve as to what's going on. I think you understand that I will abide by whatever His Majesty rules in this tribunal. I have done my best in walking the line and sending my reports back, so I do not believe that they received anything from me about what happened. However, if asked, I will tell what I believe is my opinion of the situation.
I mean, I trust you, Gus. That's why we're bringing you along.
I appreciate that. I'm worried. Who can cover for me while I'm gone? I guess Ethne can cover for me while I'm gone. He's been good in that regard. I don't like it, but I guess we can split up in this situation. I would prefer to go all together with the crew to face it all together, but I understand your reasoning. Yeah, fuck it. I'll go.
Yeah.
We have to come up for a name for our team. We can't be the Dragon Hockey Initiative twice. We have to be like a different group, like the Dragon Hawkettes.
Dragonhawk Jr.
DHJ.
The Dragonhawk Avengers.
The Revengers.
The Dragonhawk Revengers. Yeah.
I was thinking like Dragonhawk Advance.
The Dragonhawk Revengers Junior Advance.
God.
Oh, it's gonna be chaotic, and I love it. Okay.
Get ready for the chaos on the ship while we're gone.
Yeah. Okay. Let's talk logistics. Because 3 of the players at the table have someone that they're piloting here.
Help!
Yeah, Val.
I could pilot. I think I could put on a really cool Valley Girl accent and play Savina.
Oh my God! Yes. Okay. All right. I will. I will give that to you. That is fine if you want to play as Savina. Okay. I will. I was just about to ask if you would be willing to step in for that. I will quickly adjust her character sheet. Let me make sure that.
You want us to bring someone else along so you can do someone else, or are you okay with Savina?
No. I think narratively it makes sense for this crew here, and yeah, I don't mind.
Okay.
playing Savina.
Let's just put it this way. Savina has 10 hit points. Has 10.
Yeah.
Has 10 AC. Has a +3 to charisma. So what? Okay, I'm not gonna give you the sheet.
I'm just thinking Lois Lane, like very charismatic Lois Lane.
Yeah, let me. Yeah, I will. Okay, I don't think we're gonna get to it in this session. I think we're gonna adjudicate the random encounter rolls, and then we're probably gonna stop for the night. So I'll just make a note to because Savina's character sheet isn't actually isn't anything I can just hand over ownership for. But I will quickly whip that up before.
I mean, the thing is, I don't need a character sheet either, right? I mean, I'm just just I can always step in if it's like out of her character or something that she wouldn't do. I don't mind that.
I mean, I want to give you a token that you can move around on the board. So I mean, it'll only take me 5 minutes before next session. So yeah, that's fine. I'll whip that up.
Oh, good.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
I made a note of that. Okay. Interesting times. Yeah, I think we're gonna end pretty soon here. You teleporting off will be the end of the session. So is there any things that you want to handle? And you're leaving literally the first day of travel, because you are in day 1 of 10 right now, assuming that you leave now. Are you?
I think we leave on the morn, right? I think is what the idea would be.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you leave day 2 of the travel. Okay. That's perfectly fine.
Oh, I do have one thing I want to do before I go.
Yes.
I want Thor to run the book club. While I'm gone.
Oh God.
You know, The book club's gonna get weird.
Thora, you read, right? You can run book club while I'm gone.
Sure. Sir? Do I have to call you sir?
I mean, you're not really a member of the crew in the sense of like you've been conscripted by Aundair, so no, you don't have to.
Cool. Can I pick which books we read?
Yeah.
Who's in the book club?
Text to flirting and forearms.
Who's in the book club? Is the man with pink flowers in his hair in the book club?
I mean, if you invite him, he'll come. I'm sure.
Cool. Okay. All right, I got some ideas for
Somewhere in the
books.
distance, Ethne glistens in the sunshine.
The petals in his hair, the cherry blossom petals. Yeah.
God, he's so cool.
Okay.
Our next book this week is going to be my fanfic.
My Twilight fanfic.
Yeah. It's just all Ethne.
We're gonna roll.
Shades of pink.
We're gonna roll negative loyalty modifiers for about half the crew.
Yeah. Come back to the crew's mutinied.
Yeah,
Val's locked in the brig.
Val's locked up. It was so bad they wouldn't even let me out.
Oh God. Okay. Final preparations. What else do you? I mean, you've got a minute here. Before you teleport. What else do y'all want to do?
Can Altair do a deep dive of Alaric's memories to see if there's if there's some, like, I suppose, do we know which Decanith representatives might be present, or whether one will be?
That's a good question. I'm gonna say it's probably gonna take you most of the day to do this in order to not have to roll the penalty check.
Okay.
And I'll give you up to 3 questions. So we'll call that your first question.
Okay.
Of you trying to work through the synapses of a dead man's mind that you're currently piloting.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So the first question is, would there be a Decanith person here, and if so, who? I go ahead and roll me a history roll for that.
Okay. History. Will this be blind or public?
This should be blind. All 3 of these will be blind.
Okay.
All right. Going through your memories of interactions with Alaric, right? So you know that Jorlana de Kenneth is the head of House Kenneth in Eberron, right? She functionally leads Kenneth West. And you understand in Alaric's mind, he understands that House Kenneth is not as unified as it previously was during the last war.
Mm-hmm.
So House Kenneth has kind of branched out and has kind of embedded themselves more into certain nations. I believe one is Aundair, one is Brayland, and one is Karn. Jorvana herself approved the Dragonhawk initiative participation by the house, but she approves a lot of projects. If they think that there is larger goals to be obtained, they may have sent a representative. However, the Dragonmark houses are not so separate from each other that they can't find bounds of cooperation. So it's possible House Kenneth sent their own representative, or they asked Kayla to report back on her findings in regards to House Cannith interest with the Dragonhawk initiative.
Okay, so I guess my second question would be if they didn't ask Kayla, would Jorlana have like a typical representative, or someone else to represent Decanic interests?
Decanic interests in cyberspace? Well, it would have been Alaric.
Mm-hmm. And then who would have been the alternative?
The alternative, you would not be able to piece together a reasonable conclusion as to who that would be.
Okay. Then my last question. Should I be rolling history?
Well, all of those were the roll that you just made.
Gotcha. The last one would be in Alaric's absence, and acknowledging Jorlana's position as head of the Kenneth West. Who else is a dragon marked successor? Or are there any?
There are two Dragon Mart successors that operate in Aundair regularly, right? Because there's plenty of Dragon Mark members that kind of bounce around. And then there's plenty of folks who aren't Dragon Mark house members. But it would have been Alaric has a pair of siblings that are cousins to Alaric that are older than him. Yeah, they're older than him. I'll have to look through my note. I'll make a note to get you the names.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but there are two siblings who are older than him that would have focused on other aspects of House Cannith affairs, and one of them could have been reasonably appointed as like the cyberspace emissary to House Cannith interest in Aundair.
Gotcha.
And that's what the title you previously held was. And so you suspect that actually give me that history roll. Give me let's do this one. You suspect that House Durasco functions similarly to House Cannith in the terms of cyberspace affairs. You suspect that Kayla D. Durasco would have been at the same equivalent corporate structure rank to Alaric, but for House Durasco. So whoever is elevated would be equivalent to Kayla, and these are kind of like project managers, as in project managers of all things cyberspace. So if possible, one of these siblings was elevated to that position. Considering the focus of the war efforts, you suspect that likely. Whether or not they're there for the tribunal, you suspect that there's someone who's probably replaced you, maybe one of those siblings, but you're not sure which one. And your recollection on those siblings is they're pretty yin and yang, but you don't remember which one is which.
Gotcha.
As far as temperament goes.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll-Take is going to try to brief the advance crew. Well, no, you know what? He'll speak with Toad and Rick privately, rather than address Savina about this. Trying to get some context from what Alaric could call. You might want to keep an eye out for a twin pair representing House Decanic in this. They stand to take his place as a house successor, their personalities may be opposing or complementary. It may be possible for you to play them off of each other or to use their sibling dynamic to your benefit. Just food for thought.
I'll take. Give me one more history roll, and then. Sorry, this is just one last thing.
Okay.
If you tell a House Kenneth member that you still have the spirit of Alaric, they may have some interest in obtaining that.
I bet they would.
Yeah. And while this tribunal, while this scrutiny might put us on edge, we do have a point where we all share a common interest. And if, depending on how you play it, a point of leverage. You have information on where it ultimately resides. And depending on who you speak to, you might be able to find allies who prefer to have him restored, or may be able to discover, who might have some biases against the return of a Kenneth heir. Would you like the ring?
Ooh.
I don't know about you, Rick. Maybe it's better for Altaik to keep it for now.
Yeah.
Until we have more information.
It's a good idea, but I think it'd be safer if he kept it. Yeah.
I don't know. It feels like it would be a far-fetched claim if you would need to pull that up.
That's a good point.
And depending on who you speak to, you could entrust it into relative safekeeping.
What
I
are
feel
the
like it would be
consequences to you, though?
I appreciate all of your efforts to make sure that I'm treated fairly and kept safe. But ultimately, the goal was always to restore Alaric.
Yeah, well, at
Not
first.
At the cost of Altaik, though.
Yeah, that's the thing. I mean,
that wasn't the deal.
You're like a little baby. We gotta take care of you,
That wasn't the deal I made with Alaric.
What was the deal? Was for you to find a way to bring him back?
I was to help you, and knowing of the ring's existence, there was always a contingency plan. And time is running out.
Don't you have an opinion on this?
I do.
I mean, is just that what you want?
It's like, exactly. This is what I wanted. This was the deal.
What do you want now? You've had time to be alive, to exist, to experience things. Do you not want that anymore?
I think I'm getting the full experience. And I'm fulfilling the fulfilling the promises and pledges made.
Listen,
You don't want to make
think
Mhm.
I don't
don't want
think
to
that
make a
you
liar.
are. I don't think you're a liar, and I think that you should hold up your end of the bargain if that's what you want to do. But I also don't think that, as I think Alaric knew, you don't just throw your life away either. And I do agree. You made a deal, and you uphold that deal. But I think there has to be a way to save a life, because you are alive, and we don't want to. I mean, I don't want to be cliche about it, but we don't want to lose you. You've made such a mark on the crew, on everybody, on us individually. I don't think that that's fair to you or to anybody, to even Alaric.
I don't think Alric would want you to go away.
We've shared space together, and the question of identity, of our shared experience, is something that I look forward to exploring. And we can get into the details of what that might entail later, but I don't think that preserving me should keep you from making your strongest play. I think if you come into this ultimately is a fact-finding mission, but if you want to keep something, that if you want to take a strong position in these discussions moving forward, aside from teleporting out if the circumstances become unfavorable, I think this could be a pivotal piece of information. And if someone wants to read your mind,
And that's, I guess, yeah, there's a little bit of utility there, I suppose.
Well, we can take it, but
We're gonna give it back.
yes,
Right.
no one's going to hold on to it. And I agree. We'll keep our promise to find a way to bring Alaric back if that's what ultimately he wants. And if we can find a way to do that, we set out with that goal, and I don't think that has changed for any of us. But you matter to us too, and you fought and bled and laughed and experienced things. Yes, your stomach gets upset sometimes, and it's just so humany of you.
Yeah.
Even though you're not.
Weird, actually.
Yeah, so humany. But
This was a better word for that, but no, there just isn't.
so peoply,
Yeah, you're so person-y.
Humanoidy?
fleshy.
Yeah.
This is getting worse.
Toad, you're humany. You're humany too, Toad, but you're not fleshy.
Yeah, that's true. There's a fine line between humany and fleshy.
I'll take is definitely fleshy.
Maybe it's the fleshy thing that makes your
Definitely
stomach upset, and not the
Yeah.
humany thing.
We're getting kind of lost in the weeds here. I mean,
We'll go over the details of how fleshy I am, or how person or how much
Yeah.
personhood that grants me. And then I think he's going to like pass off the ring to Toad. In this case, that's like, but well, while you're away, we'll make sure to keep the Dragon Hawk safe. But I'll take, but Alric inherently charged me with
Stop.
protecting you as well.
Stop.
That.
Stop. Altaik, I need you to make me 3 intelligence saving throws, please.
Gotcha.
Oh,
That stomach ache's coming back.
Oh no.
Is this public or?
This can be a public. Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. 1,
Okay.
2,
Not as good.
3.
Okay.
natural 20 as well. Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
All right. You suffer 40 points of psychic damage as your brain is ripped through for information of your thoughts and your mind and your actions. The rest of you see Altaic drop to the ground and violently begin to shake as blood comes out of his mouth and nose.
I will shove the ring of mind shielding back on his hand.
Okay.
I'm gonna go
Can
down.
I look around?
Altaic, you feel like someone was trying to download your entire brain and it got cut off about halfway through. You know who it was.
Altaic, are you okay? What? You started screaming and bleeding as soon as you took the ring off.
That was scary, buddy.
Can we patch him up?
Can we talk about that? Yeah. I'll say. I mean, are you good? You're not good, but you better?
Nick?
Oh, yeah, there's a there's like a blinking, there's like eyes and like looking in like various directions coming into focus.
I'm gonna put on my armor, like some of my armor.
No, this isn't any more threat. But so I do for sure feel like that entire ordeal was ended with the ring restored.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, I was fully coming into focus. It's like, that was quick thinking, Toad. Maybe I do hold on to it.
You don't say. Would you like a little healing, buddy?
I should be able to recover it. It's just like you'll need everything while you're off ship, and if I'm gonna hold on to this, I'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, you better keep that on, huh?
Who or what? Do you have any sense of what attacked you? Or who attacked you?
Yeah, what happened?
Do we gotta be worried about this?
I can't. I'm safe for now. Especially with the ring. but
Can I-
won't be if I divulge more.
That's
What?
troubling.
I would like to use my. Well, shoot, he's got the fucking ring on.
That's kind of the thing in it.
Fuck. Can I insight check Altaic? Is he acting like Altaic? Does Toad? I think Toad is worried that in the time Altaic wasn't shielded, something changed, and especially with his not inability to, but his hesitation to share anything. Toad is like a little freaked out.
Okay. Send me a blind roll and I'll forward that to Altair.
Oh, I hate to insight you check you twice today, buddy, but
Gotta do what you gotta do. Gotcha. There's a dramatic shift in his expression. He looks terrified, but not inherently surprised. This is like this would be like Altec is getting. It's less of an like he's reacting less like it's like a surprise or like an ambush, more like it's a progressive illness. And just like a major symptom.
Tick,
Uh,
you just need to tell us if there's a threat to you.
I think
Unless
the
it's-
rest of us would be nice too. If you knew about that.
Right.
unless it's not safe for you to tell us.
Oh, blink once if it's safe to tell us. Blink twice if it's not.
Well, the mind shielding ring surely should cut off any outside damage more than half a second of you with having the ring off. There's nothing. I mean, what else could they do to you? Try to kill you harder?
That this is an interesting thing. I don't want to disseminate.
Well, wait, were they trying to kill you?
No, I'm not. Someone wanted to. Or there was. It was a broad and destructive attempt at knowing what I know. But this ring will help. I forgot that for a brief moment.
Do
But
they?
no, there's no more immediate threat than what's been taking place. But it's, if anything, a great reminder that time is of the essence.
Is it safe for Rick and I to leave? Whoever this being is, do they know where you are? Are they coming for you?
Yeah, I guess I should scan for that. Or try to see if Altec has that context. Based on what he's experienced, can he see, can he tell whether or not like information was pulled based on recency or based on like a particular topic?
It was. Roll me an intelligence check. Blind, please.
Gotcha.
You reasonably guess. You think that it was likely pulling from now and going back further. So you believe that it is more recent and then moving backwards.
Yeah, I'll take a look. It's like I think that whoever will now have some backwards context starting from the most recent events. I don't think it will interfere with the tribunal ahead. But keep a lookout.
Okay, great.
Take it.
Hey,
I'll take it.
Valerian, you might want to make it quick to the Devolved Tribunal.
There has to be something else, right? Something else you can give us. Like, be careful of what? If let's say in the worst scenario possible, this entity knows whatever happened or whatever our plan is. Let's say they know every intricate detail and exactly why we're doing it. Are people at danger if they go and follow out the plan that they will know that we are doing?
I think I think you'll be in danger from the same people who have a vested interest in seeing the Dragonhawk or fail or ensuring that Alaric doesn't have a possibility of becoming a house successor. Though, finding out who those people will be.
So the people, just to be clear, the people that you're saying that have found out are the same people that will likely be involved in the tribunal in some fashion.
If they have, at this point, I'm now just speculating. It's like wiping blood from eyes and nose and ears. If we're going to see any risk, it'll be from the same people taking those positions.
Okay.
Okay.
I don't know exactly what to do with that information. Toad?
I don't know. Look, we're all a little on edge right now.
Before we continue that conversation, as Chief Gus walks back in, because he has walked out for some of that conversation, but he caught Altake dropping down. Chief Gus has come back in with Roland de Lorandar, and he has Roland cast See Invisibility. And Roland points to two spots in the officers' quarters where he identifies scrying crystals. Scrying spells. Chief Gus brandishes his two pistols and shoots both of them. And he's like, I'm pretty sure one of those was probably one of ours, but at this point, I'm tired of people being all up in our fucking business.
Hell yeah, brother. I'm gonna go high five Chief Gus.
Yeah.
He high
I
fives
give him
you.
a nice little bro nod.
He gives you
There's my
both
strength
fist
roll for
bumps
my-
with pistols in his hands.
Yeah!
Damn, fuck, shit.
Anyways, next time you want to have a conversation like this, I'd advise have Rowan sit in just to be sure there's no one else spotting on us. I have my suspicions.
Roland, do you mind working on a way to make the officers' meeting room, aka the helmsman chair room, safe from this kind of thing?
Yeah, that's probably something I should have thought about a long time ago. I'm sorry. Yeah, I can do that. Give me
Okay.
how big is the room?
Don't worry about it now or the logistics. Just take some people and go. You could take. You could take anybody.
Yeah, I'll
You guys
see
got
what.
10 days.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I'll grab Jules and we'll put our heads together on this. We'll get it. We'll enchant this room somehow. We'll figure it out.
Perfect.
We got the resources for it. You guys pay me well enough. I can do it.
Okay.
Well, shit. Now we have to come in with the assumption that maybe everything we've just talked about has been heard by everybody.
No, that's okay. I think we still hold the same plan. If I'm honest,
Yeah, can't see how I'd change it.
disgusting. I wouldn't. I don't think that. I have to believe that they wouldn't hold anything that we said to any sort of extent more so than what we would say in a tribunal. So I still think the plan still stands.
I almost wish he didn't destroy them. It would have been interesting to try to track or trace it down. See where see who was attempting to listen in.
I agree. It is strange enough for one person or group to be listening to us, but for two, I think we can reasonably assume that one of them was somebody from Aundair, but the other could be somebody from Karnath or Brayland.
Oh, you know,
Yeah,
who was
or-
on our ship just recently. Braylon did get on board. So
Well, that gives us a project for, to scan the ship while you're away. That'll keep us busy. Maybe we can find another.
To give you a little bit more information that your characters would understand, scrying hovers around a particular target. One of them was above Altaic, the other one was above Val.
Oh.
oh shit. God, blast me with that anti-invisibility shit. Let's get this away party cleared off at least before we teleport.
Okay. So, are y'all heading out then? Same plan, not changing it?
Well, what can we do at this point?
Yeah, seems like a plan. I don't think
I
it changes.
I think there is no reason that we don't have optimism here. I think we are loyal to Aundair. Aundair has been loyal to us, and I don't think that changes.
Do you think that anyone who knows that we're leaving the ship might attack us because they imagine the ship is weaker without some of its crew? If I was Brayland and I learned that two of the officers were leaving, I may take it upon myself to attack that ship as soon as possible and transit
Okay.
from here to Zorantir. I wonder if anyone else is worried about that. If we're not, that's okay, but
It's actually
That's
a very good point.
That's a
I think
legitimate
actually
theory.
we could even maybe we do change the plan a little bit. Maybe we delay for a day, maybe two, if we need to.
If you could make it to
sooner-
here, I mean, the Giants certainly aren't friends of Braylon, so that'd be a good place to hunker down if you can make it there before.
Exactly. I think that we could. I think if nothing else, the Dragonhawk, we're not a fighting ship. We are faster than any ship out there, and push comes to shove, I think that we can outmaneuver anyone that we'll see, Braylon included. They are not very good pilots. I'll just be honest. But furthermore, I think that maybe we do take a day or two. You train up each respective person for your responsibilities in case of a fight. of what their job is and who exactly is appointed. I think you guys take charge of that. Let me know, and we'll assign them a temporary officer
Field
position,
promotion.
essentially.
Field
A
promotion.
little field promotion.
Krath can handle being surgeon.
He can.
Yeah.
And I guess Signy too, whatever.
Okay, I think that sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like we're going to be
Just keep
safer
them
on the range
guessing.
here than on the ship.
And I will say, don't worry about us. We have allies everywhere. Every single place that we've stepped foot on, regardless of what happened there, we have always managed to make strong allies. And
Yeah.
we will rely on them if we need to. I'm sure there's a gift ship out there somewhere looking for some weird mind flayers, so we'll just tell them about Sergeant Apocalypse,
Yeah. Well, just be careful, okay?
of course. I think you should say bye to Oak Blossom before you go as well.
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
Don't y'all worry about a thing. They'll never catch us. Me and Val will be sure of that. Y'all be
right.
safe, though. You better be safe. Don't do nothing I wouldn't do.
Well, okay.
Well, that's a lot, Oak Blossom. We could really get
Yeah.
away with a lot of things.
Yeah, I'm about to say, giving us a wide berth here.
I said what I said.
Worst comes to worst, we all just retire on the Revelous Dements, get drunk every day, and Juniper and Oak Blossom hang out.
It's giving Shaun of the Dead.
Go to the get a pint and watch it all blow over.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well,
Before
Alright.
we go, we're gonna before we teleport off. Rick wants to give Val a hug.
I'll give him a hug. And I'll hold it for a little longer than like a little bro hug.
Aww.
You know, Rick, it's I
You're
don't
gonna be
think
fine.
we've- It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be hard.
No, you're gonna be fine. Just 10 days without me, you could be okay.
I think you hold the same optimism I do. I think Aundair will take care of us.
Yeah. You guys just be careful, okay?
Be safe. You too.
with
I
that,
believe a detailed list of instructions for Altaic to take care of all of their menagerie of creatures while they're off the ship.
How many times? And why polish Bell so many times?
Bell is listen. It'll be good for you to polish Bell. It's meditative. Have you thought of that meditation? It'll be good for you.
Clear your mind.
Also, you can sleep in my room if you don't want to bunk with Gus for the next couple of days while
he won't be there.
I'm gone.
Oh, wonderful.
He'll have to
You're not
put.
gonna offer Gus?
Yeah.
We're not
Are
gonna
there-
give Gus a room?
Wait, will I just be rooming with a different Gus?
Yeah, I'm really your choices are Chief Gus or Captain Gus Pertell, Little Captain.
Well, Chief Gus is coming along,
Oh yeah, duh.
That's
so
right.
it's really if Altaic feels lonely and wants to stay in a room with another Gus.
Yeah, that's
Mm.
right.
Yeah, if
He's
you need
so
a
used to-
little,
He's so used to being around a Gus now. It's
yeah.
just...
If you feel homesick, you know.
Hey, you can cozy up with me.
Sorry, I don't know why he talks like that.
I know. He's kind of creepy. I don't...
He's a little weird.
You got a weird shrub, Toad.
I like him, but he's kind of strange. I just didn't
He
expect
brings
it.
a different energy, you know?
Yeah, it's
Oh,
really shocking that he talks at all.
Let's just please keep him away from the Chewingas. I'm begging.
I don't think you have a choice in the
He's
matter.
gonna be the mob boss. The Chewinga's already found him, I'm pretty sure.
Oh no. He's gonna start asking for a contract. It's gonna be bad.
Listen, I got a deals that you can't refuse.
Okay. like
Okay,
my uncle.
all right. Just close the door. We can just keep him in there, right? Just close the door.
Hey,
No,
I'm
he
talking
needs
here.
Constant water.
wow.
Oh, that's from a very specific place in Aundair.
New
Do all plants speak like
Aundair
this?
City.
New Aundair City. It's the home of the big melon.
The Big Melon. That's what it's colloquially called. The Big Melon.
I'd ask Oak Blossom if she's heard this accent before.
You know, she did know a group of bushes that were trying to run a protection racket for her when she was in the Feywild.
Okay.
God.
You didn't pay up, they'd cap you with some thorn bushes.
Well, if Pokemon Smith wants some plant company, I guess.
Hey,
Oh
so
my
it's
god.
ew. No.
Oh no. Oh shit, that's so funny.
Okay. All right. Understanding that y'all resolved the things that y'all did. Day 2 of this travel. Toad, Rick, Chief Gus, Savina, and Zephyr commingle and get together on the top deck of the Dragonhawk. And there's a gathering of starlight around you as you pass through the stars, and it seems to coalesce around you, and it swirls around you quickly to where everyone outside can't look at you. And then the stars, you see a flash, and then the stars dissipate, and they're gone. So, before we end the session, let's roll on this table.
Ooh.
Okay. Rick, you are going to be rolling. Let me double check the handout. You said you are very familiar. You are going to Psyche Zelgith, correct?
Yes, the
Okay.
temple.
All right. I would like you to blind roll me a D100, please, and thank
Gotcha.
you.
/R1D100. Boom. We
Okay.
are teleported to the realm of elemental fire.
This is what banishment's like.
We will see if you are on target
Oh,
Oh, no.
next session on Saturday.
There you go.
Ah.
All right. That was a spicy one. I'm going to end the
that was a
recording.
good session.
Oh yeah.
That was a really good